All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, can you hear me?
Hi. Yeah, I'm ready. I got my people on YouTube
All
ready.
right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. There we go. Caught it. I couldn't have no issues today. I figured it out. I was so hyped.
How are you doing, Miss Godiva?
I'm doing good. How are you, Buna?
I'm
I was
doing
excited for
good.
today's live.
I am so excited. I even brushed my teeth because I thought y'all could smell it through the goddamn YouTube.
Oh my goodness. Listen, same. I gotta keep them pearly whites white. You know what I
You know what I'm
mean?
saying? I didn't want nothing in my teeth either. I didn't want y'all clocking my teeth. we're not look,
Ain't like
we're not gonna do
nothing.
that. Not today, honey. I got my fan today. Not the
Woo!
fan weed. Y'all not gonna clock my teeth.
I cannot. So so me and you, we had some conversations
We
already
sure did.
talking about, what we wanted to pretty much discuss today. All of the craziness, the madness that's been going on this week. How's your week so far? Let's
My
start
week is
there.
going good. Listen, my week is going good so far. I cannot complain. But with this gossip going on, I'd be like, damn. Listen, I had to clutch my pearls a couple times. Do you hear what I'm
Not the
saying?
props.
I couldn't even wear it around my neck. My neck got so swollen with all the gossip coming out my throat this week. Like, I was just
Jesus.
like, oh my God. How was your
Listen.
week, girl? How was your week?
Oh my God. Is it just me or does it feel like the week has already been like a month? Like there's just been so much going on. Time has been speeding by. I feel like it was just yesterday when it was Mother's Day. All of a sudden it's Wednesday already. I mean, I'm excited.
And almost Thursday. I'm excited for today, though, for sure. I'm excited for today.
Okay, so one of the things that we wanted to talk about today, you was telling me about Buna. You really, really, really wanted to talk about the hantavirus because
Yeah.
there were some updates on the hantavirus, and Buna brought all the tea. So I'm gonna let you go ahead and let me know what you got.
Sure.
What you got?
And I just want to address my people out on YouTube. Just go ahead and listen. And if you guys want to chime in, I'll just go ahead and read your questions here and there. But back to the hantavirus. I just wanted to clarify some things for the public because there's two things happening simultaneously with the hantavirus. It's the
Mhm.
other strain called the Andes virus. Now, to differentiate, the hantavirus represents a large family of viruses carried by rodents, while the Andes virus is a specific dangerous strain within the hantavirus family, primarily found in South America, known as the hantavirus pulmonary syndrome. And so we needed to get clarification because what's going on, especially what happened on this ship, I think people started to think that the hantavirus happened all of a sudden from person to person, like the Andy strain. And that's not how it happened. How
Mm.
it happened was this Dutch couple went into a nasty ass landfill. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Talk
First of
about
all, First of all, people like us do not go to landfills to try to look for exotic birds. Do you hear
hell
what I'm saying?
no. Because what the hell was you doing in the landfill to begin with? What is wrong with
Girl, listen.
you?
The most exotic we gonna get close is to our TVs, close to Tweety Bird. Do you hear what I'm saying? We are not trying to get close to no damn bird. Like we don't even trust them damn things.
And at this point, you would think after what happened with COVID that they would understand that you got to leave them damn birds alone. That there's a reason why
Right.
we're not supposed to be messing with these birds. But
And wash your hands, okay? Because obviously they didn't wash their hands. They came back to the ship nasty.
uh,
Okay. And here is where the strain of the Andes virus comes in.
okay,
Because in order for the hantavirus to kind of turn into the Andes virus, you got to be in someone's face and somebody got to be breathing in your face. Like Britney Spears,
talk
got
to
to be
them.
breathing in your face. Y'all got to be making it.
Talk to
Or
them.
like, yes. So it's kind of like meningitis. What was that virus? The mono, when everybody was getting mono back in the 60s because they was
Yes, and it
working
was.
out too much. Girl, like y'all wasn't
Mm-mm.
scraping y'all tongues or nothing. Listen. So that's how it turns into the Andy strain, which is why this whole boatload of people would have, I could call them Dookianas too, because they was nasty.
You messy as hell for that. What you mean they not scraping their tongues hard enough?
Girl, you know what I mean. You know they needed that little metal thing.
Yes, the metal tongue scraper. So Buddha basically said
Yes.
your breath is hot as hell. And for those
Humming.
of y'all that don't like to believe in the COVID restrictions and the quarantine restrictions, we gonna need way more than 6 feet because y'all breath is real hot.
Girl, I
It's real
20
hot.
at this point because Hanta is not gonna get over here.
No, ma'am.
But
We
just some of
started
the
the down protocol. My bad.
no, go ahead. Now, what I wanted to do is also bring like some kind of like understanding as
Mhm.
far as where everyone is at in the United States, as far as like quarantine, where are the cases at? Because everybody's been freaking out.
Right.
Now, I would be freaking out too. So
Mhm.
I am. They try to tell us it's nothing serious, but they told us that about COVID, and here we are.
They should.
Anywho, they lie.
That's all they do is lie like a rug. Go ahead.
Okay. But the USA Today is reporting which states are American passengers are in quarantine from. So it looks like 18 passengers were quarantined into Nebraska, and Georgia
Mhm.
include 17 US residents and one British dual national.
Okay.
Okay. I know he mad because he can't go Great Britain and Cheerio and eat beans on toast like he's supposed to. He's
Now,
stuck.
wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. Now that we know that them folks is trying to reheat the bubonic plague nachos,
Mhm,
uh,
mhm, mhm.
what do we know about the difference between the institution, the quarantine institution in Nebraska versus Georgia? Like, are you saying that everybody that came off the boat went to two separate places? Did they go back home or like,
Listen,
oh,
I have an understanding that everybody went to Nebraska because from what I was reading in different articles, it looks like everyone went to Nebraska. There was even
okay,
a
all right.
passenger that was like, "Oh, I think I got the hantavirus after I came back from that cruise," and sent his ass straight to Nebraska, as you should, as you should.
Okay,
But
period.
I think the one in Georgia is probably mainly because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I believe that this is going to be another center for people to
Mm,
quarantine, kind of like a little hub.
yeah.
But I'm not quite sure. However, it looks like two passengers are from California, three from New York,
One from
one
North
from
Carolina.
North Carolina. That's
Oh,
your
that is
people.
nasty. So what was y'all
And girl,
doing? You know
three
what I
from
mean?
Utah. Right. And then they got three from Utah. And of course, I don't give a fuck about Utah because we all know
The
about
person from
Utah.
Utah probably gonna get the healed first because it's Utah. And it's
Right.
wide open spaces. But one of the questions that I also had was,
Mhm.
I believe we talked about this earlier, where they initially, like you said, I'm gonna piggyback and elaborate off of what you just said earlier. They initially stated, just like COVID, that it was not airborne and it was only human to human contact. But you mean to
Mhm.
tell me that all them folks was rubbing and touching on each other on that boat? Stop playing with me.
First of all, let me tell you something. If I'm on Love Boat, I'm gonna be rubbing and touching too because I'm gonna get lonely. Do you hear what I'm
Not
saying?
with a couple of
Because
strangers.
no,
Them is
no, I'm saying if you
strangers.
if you with your mate, if you with your other person and they got it, I'm not gonna sit up here. If you still feeling good, I'm still feeling good. Listen, we
Oh,
gonna
you
pop tea.
nasty.
Like
And that's
who gonna be
exactly
bored?
how they got it. They probably was doing bumping uglies, doing the nasty, doing what grown folks do in the jacuzzi,
You know what? I don't
and
see
they all
nothing
contracted. Ugh.
wrong.
And ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot more out there to be looking out for than just those STIs and those STDs, as you can see. Do not go on
Girl,
vacation and start bumping uglies with strangers, because
and
it can
see,
definitely lead to a
listen, and that's why I
pandemic.
don't go on cruise ships because I might get drunk one day and be like, "Oh, you cute," and
And
just
might be in the
and
mood.
yeah, and we stuck on this boat. No, absolutely not.
Uh-uh.
I refuse to get on a cruise. I've never been on it, and this is the reason why. This is the reason why.
Well, you know,
Um,
they say there is a such thing as like when you scared and you think it's just end of your life, so you decide to go bump uglies just to reduce the stress. Maybe that's what could have caused it. Okay, maybe
it
that's
could have. It could have and brought down their immune system, and here we are, y'all shitting and throwing up all over the goddamn place. Ew. Ew Dukianas. Ew to the Dukianas.
well. Listen, all I have to say about that is please keep them folks quarantined. They do not need to go home. What they need to go home for?
Yes.
Keep them quarantined. We are good, girl. We're good. We are
And
good.
if
We want to stay safe.
listen, and if you got it in one of these states and ain't saying nothing, y'all better speak up because I'm
Man.
slapping the hell out of you if it gets to Chicago. I'm gonna get real Humble Park and South Side, West Side on you. Do you hear what I'm saying? Do you hear what I'm saying?
Listen, don't come nowhere
I'll
near
play with these
yonder.
things.
Keep your butt right where you at. Don't spread no more viruses. We done seen as much as we needed to see when it came to COVID. We are good. We are good. I'm
Yes.
not taking no more vaccines. I'm not doing it. I'm not, y'all can't be
No.
trusted. You can't be trusted.
Man, I'm gonna be on garlic. What is it? Garlic, ginger, and lemon teas. Forget that. My dad put me on. Ain't
Now,
gonna be no
hold on.
vaccine.
Because the ancestors put us on. They survived
Yes.
the bubonic plague. They survived everything. Malaria. Ain't that one name Mills? They survived chicken pox. They survived what's the other one? You know what I'm talking about. Polio.
Everything.
They survived that. They survived scarlet fever. Hold on now.
That part.
Hold on.
Yes.
They survived all that nastiness. They done survived.
And then you can add COVID, and we about to make it.
We didn't really start getting sick until we started taking them vaccines. I'm gonna
That's
stick to what the ancestors told me to do. Okay.
But here's the gag. Here's the gag, and I think we talked about this, but Moderna all of a sudden announced that they got a vaccine.
Oh, of course.
For this hantavirus.
Course.
But wait a minute, the gag is that 10% of their stock went all the way up.
So biochemical warfare.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
That's the bullshit. That's that bullshit that we be talking about. That's right there. That's that bull. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy on top of that? Remember
what's crazy?
Dr. Fauci.
Fauci.
I knew it was one of them ouchies, okay? Remember him? How the hell did his evil scientist ass go from being in handcuffs and going in front of Congress to giving us advice on how to deal with this? Get your ass. What's the one that you know what? Stop playing with me. Didn't you have something to do with COVID getting leaked out? And then popped up months later and was like, oh, I got a vaccine if y'all need it. Wasn't you the one that leaked it? Didn't they say you know what?
Listen, don't even get me started on that, man, because why did he say not too long ago, a couple days ago, when this hantavirus dropped, he was like, I think it's time for everybody to start wearing their mask again.
I saw that. He's supposed to be working hand in hand with the CDC, coming up with, and the government, to try and come up with the new CDC plan for hantavirus, because they don't have one from, like we said, human to human contact. They only have one from what they previously knew about the disease and how it could spread. The rate in which it's spreading with the people on that boat, one could infer that it is no longer just human to human contact, but instead, like you said, airborne, like your breath is too hot. You know what I'm saying?
Girl.
So that could be why he's saying, oh, we need to cover up again. But we clocking your T-Bookie, because we know for a fact y'all just trying to do a whole nother money grab off them vaccines. We're not taking them.
At all.
No.
That's why they trick us. And then that's why it's kind of like, if you got to like take a step back, you'd be like, okay, Moderna just dropped this.
Out of nowhere.
We already know the CDC is fucked up. They ain't for the people. We pulled away from who? And then you got Fauci coming back and resurrecting like Jesus? Excuse me? Y'all trying to kill us all over again? Because remember, the first round of COVID, there was hundreds of thousands of people that died and they were in tents for no goddamn reason.
Yep. On the side of the road and in the parking lots. I remember that.
Girl, in Walmart parking lots. Like, I was shopping, I was like, God damn, there go Bob.
And then, like we said, remember, they pretty much went about it the same way that they go on right now, where all the world leaders was like looking past it, pretending like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. This is just what you do, X, Y, Z. And it was making like subtle suggestions that turned into a damn pandemic. Like, maybe we should cover our face, and maybe we should use a little bit more bleach, and maybe we should wear gloves. And then literally by the snap of the fingers, overnight is what it felt like, that we went from it being suggestions to a full-blown lockdown globally. For
Girl,
a
it was
year.
crazy. It was insane and how fast it like caught on. Kind of like now. It's like catching on 10 times faster. And I'm like, listen, if this
Yes.
thing wants to play leapfrog, don't be froggy, little motherfucker. Cause
Yeah.
I got garlic for your ass. Like it's like a vampire. I got garlic for your ass. Like you ain't
We
gonna get
sick of
me.
this shit. Listen,
Absolutely not.
to the people that survived COVID, never got COVID, and never took them vaccines, I'm on your side this time. I ain't taking shit.
Yes.
You can get the hell
Me
up out
either.
my face with that. Hell no.
No,
I'm
me
cool.
either. I took the first one. That's it. I took like it wasn't the one that was killing everybody. Which one was that? Was it Moderna or the other one?
Pfizer. Pfizer was the
Pfizer.
only one that didn't have like a bunch of crazy shit
Yeah.
in it. And it did they all got something in it that wasn't supposed to be in it. But
Right.
Pfizer was the only one that, people that was taking it was trusting. Because they kept running out. They kept running out.
Yeah, and they kept and then and then once they started running out, people started dying off these vaccines. I was like, listen, y'all doing too much. Especially when they said second round, they said y'all got to do 2 or 3 more rounds and carry. Don't y'all remember the card, the COVID card? Listen, I'm not carrying around no hantavirus card. Absolutely not. I make one up. If I got a photocopy one, I will. Ginkgo's.
Real quick, D Williams from the chat said Johnson & Johnson. D Bookie, I hate to break this to you, girl, but unfortunately Johnson & Johnson was the first one to have bad reactions, and they were the first one to get lawsuits on them. I believe it was Pfizer that ended up picking up Johnson & Johnson's consumer base that was supposed to be with them, because within the first couple months they had such bad reactions to that vaccine, and it forced Moderna's to also change their formula as well.
Yep.
So, girl, don't go with Johnson & Johnson, baby. Don't go with them.
But here's some please don't. Just don't go with any of them. How about that?
Yeah. There you go. There it is.
Don't do it. That's the slogan. But girl, how about this? Now one of the people from WHO, he's a top leader from WHO, he was like telling people like it's not a big deal, like y'all shouldn't be so concerned about this hantavirus. Sir, there was an old lady that died that they kept for fucking 13 days on the goddamn boat. She was rotting to death before they pushed her off the What you mean there shouldn't be a concern? She was rotting, and Hanta turned into Andes, and now everybody fucked up. Like, what do you mean? So now he's telling everybody, like, no, it's not a big deal, while Fauci is over here talking about everybody should put on their mask. So now we're going back, like you said, to this COVID dilemma where people are going to be like, I'm not wearing my mask, and I'm going to wear my mask. So then we're going to be there. Then we're going to be with those anti-vaxxers versus the vaxxers. So
they ain't going to listen. They got goddamn nerves, the crunchy moms. They got nerves last time. Remember, it was a whole thing on TikTok, and they was giving us dissertations about the ingredients inside of everything and why we shouldn't. And then literally the disease kept mutating over and over and over again.
So bad.
The Facebook crunchy moms, I want to run a fade with them. Just one good time in the street.
Not the Facebook crunchy.
Got to get down one good time. Because you
not the Facebook crunchy moms.
The Facebook crunchy moms, because you quite literally the ones that peaked in high school and hyper fixate on everything, and they anti-vaxxers now. Damn, they piss me off.
They feed their kids Cheez-Its and Jello. That's it. Cheez-Its and Jello. That's all you feed your kids.
And cilantro water. Because apparently cilantro water cures everything. Okay, girl.
Cilantro water.
If you want to do all that bullshit, just stay in the house. Stay away from us. Stay away from the rest of us.
But Russell mentioned that he got the booster, and I forgot that not only were you supposed to get the regular vaccines, but the booster shot.
Oh, I never got the booster.
The only boosters I know is the one coming into the barbershop selling me CDs.
I love your
booster. And bitch, if you a good booster, hit me up because I got a couple watches I want to
get. Let's do a trade for a trade. Come on.
You know what I'm saying? That's the only booster I know. So you got me fucked up if you think that I'm gonna take these vaccines. Now, I will say, in this report that the USA Today put out, they did say that there are states that are tracking the hantavirus exposures in their states. One being Arizona, another being California. Then we got Georgia, Maryland, Nebraska, New Jersey, Texas, and Virginia.
And that's all the states that the people that are currently quarantined are at?
Well, this is a mix of this is a mix of some people that are in Nebraska already quarantined, and then these are people that have symptoms but are not feeling anything, not feeling any symptoms, but have been diagnosed with hantavirus, and they told them to quarantine in their own homes. So that's what we're looking. Yes, girl. Now, keep in mind, it's not only happening in the United States. I mean, it's all over the world. I mean, it's spreading like a prostitute on a Saturday night. Like she's spreading them
in China right now.
Girl, but it is also in the Netherlands. So it's being reported that 12 healthcare workers at a university medical center in the Netherlands had been placed under a 6-week quarantine after a breach in infection control procedures while treating a hantavirus patient evacuated from the cruise ship MV Handies.
Now, see, what is the likelihood, even with them knowing that the hantavirus, like what it is, and knowing the protocols, what is the likelihood that they just didn't wash their hands? I refuse to believe that with them knowing the severity of the circumstances,
right,
they didn't wash their hands. Those are small signs that are telling me like, this is airborne. This ain't just, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't just human contact like they're trying to tell us, which again, like we said, don't it remind you like how they was trying to like sweep COVID under the rug? It
girl,
feels like deja vu. Like what the hell?
Well, girl, how about this though? Here's what the Netherlands hospital is saying, because these people. Okay, so this is what they said. Number one, the way they were taking the blood from this patient, instead of doing it how you would treat a like they did in COVID, they did it regular. And so that contact, skin to skin contact, which can happen, was transferred over to some of the nurses. However, some of the nurses handled the patient's urine without gloves.
Ew!
That's what I said, girl. When I read that article, I said, I almost threw up. I said, who handles? I can't even handle my piss. Can you imagine somebody else's?
With when they ask you for a sample, most people just pee in the cup and then take a paper towel. Just use them thick ass, hard sandpaper paper towels in there, and you just wrap it around the cup. And people are not y'all reheating the bubonic plague nachos.
Absolutely not.
The deeper we go into this, the more we're realizing that a lot of this could have been prevented in the exact same way we see with COVID. It's like a lot of people have learned absolutely nothing.
Yes, and I 100% agree. It's like stupid ass sheep. Like how can you get dumber? Like, am I in the movie Dumb and Dumber? Because it keeps
we gotta be.
Has to be. I'm being pranked. I'm being punked. Where is what's his name? Ashton Kutcher. Is he coming from the corner? Because it cannot be.
Get me off this timeline. It's got to be the wrong one.
And girl, in 6 years, y'all couldn't even give it 10 years. Y'all came in 6 years. Flop up another damn pandemic, girl.
But we've learned nothing.
Now, besides the hantavirus, I just wanted to plug this in before we move on to the next subject, girl. French authorities have confined more than 1,700 passengers and crew members to a cruise ship docked in Bordeaux after a suspected norovirus outbreak, officials have said. They said the vessel Ambition, which is carrying 1,233 passengers, most of them British or Irish nationals, arrived in Bordeaux on Tuesday. About 50 people had shown symptoms of the virus. French health officials said a 92-year-old passenger died on the cruise ship Sunday.
This past Sunday, Mother's Day.
You got it. Mama, you know I love you.
Oh, Mother's Day, Lord Jesus.
Mother's Day. Didn't even give her time.
Huh?
didn't even give her time. Like she couldn't even celebrate. Like she woke up shitting, and then she did on
Mama
a
done
cruise
all the
ship.
glory on Mama's
But
day.
at least she went out. At least she went out with a bang. She went out. You 92-year-old on a cruise ship, like that's unheard of. She was
Okay,
probably in
hold
her
on, hold
goddamn
on,
bed.
hold on. So did they do her the same way they did the other? Remember they kept the person on the boat for 13 days that was dead and then pushed her over the boat and was like, yeah, that's shark bait. Did they do her the same way? Or like what happened with that? Because you said that they still on the boat.
Girl, that information they didn't give us. So I don't know if
So
this
she
lady
might
was
still
wrapped.
be on the boat.
Girl, this lady's probably wrapped up like King Tut. Girl.
Child, gag me with a spoon. I'm
Ooh,
gagging. Ew.
Don't gag me. I am gooping. I'd rather not be gagged with this hands virus. Nothing getting inside my mouth.
So, guys, I guess basically what we trying to say is y'all know to come over here to get the tea and to get all the gossip, the hot goss. Don't believe the CDC or the World Health Organization because there's a lot of nasty shit going on around and ain't nobody washing their hands apparently.
Yes.
My hands is ashy because I literally just came back from washing my hands. That's crazy.
They do not look ashy. What are you talking about, girl?
So you don't see that ash all up in there? It's ashy. And I didn't use my normal good soap. I ain't use my good shit. I used the Dawn. It made my hands. See, my knuckles is ashy. They're quite literally. I literally just went to the bathroom and washed my hands, and I'm in my own house. Ain't nobody else here.
But you know what? At least they clean.
Because they need to be clean. Because they need to be clean. Nasty. That's what my mama used to say when I used to do dirty ass shit. That's nasty. Don't do that. That's nasty. Wash your hands, please. Wash your hands.
And use a washcloth. Y'all people, use a washcloth.
Baby steps. They sister, they fighting us on the washcloth.
Nah, ain't no baby steps. We gonna hit them with the heat.
They fighting us on them damn washcloths. Okay, we can barely get them to wash their ankles and their legs. They're fighting us on the washcloths. We gotta take baby steps. They still fighting us on washing their legs and their ankles, and they swearing up and down that you ain't gotta wash your chicken. Let's take our time.
Oh, I can't. I just be frustrated because it's just like y'all need to catch up.
1 second at a time. They said, and then the videos coming out of the girl saying that she don't even use soap on her for snatch and that she don't need it. And I'm like, who's telling all this shit?
And why is it okay?
Why y'all confidently being a dirt ball? You know what I'm saying? Why y'all just confidently out here being
literally a dirt ball? Like there's no way you can hide away from that. She said she don't take a shower.
A lot of them said that they don't take a shower. They said, they be going to the gym, they be going out, they be doing all types of stuff, and that they don't be
the gym.
Yeah, girl. That's why I stopped going to the public gyms because I don't want to see your coochie print on the gym equipment. And if you see your coochie sweat print, I know you're not wearing drawers. And if you're not wearing drawers, you more than likely didn't wash your ass.
And it's rubbing on that leather that thousands of people sat
exactly.
On. So the only thing dividing
into the leather.
Listen, the only thing dividing your cuckoo is a thin layer of leggings and that leather that thousands of people have sweat. You know what?
That bitch marinating.
Girl, when you get home, you need to marinate in apple cider vinegar, extra vinegar, goddamn bleach, a little bit of oil. Like you need to, and then boil it. Then turn on the oven and boil it. Cause
I don't know, they may have to throw them things out because the way they talking. So just wash yourselves correctly, please. We are begging
wash
y'all.
yourselves out of YouTube. Please wash yourselves out here.
Hey, YouTube.
Patreon, the Substack. Oh my God, because it's just too much, like too much. Okay. So that's what I have for y'all as far as the hantavirus, because it's a lot happening. And again, you guys got to keep be aware of what's going on. Sometimes they're not going to give it to you on the news. So pay attention to your surroundings. If there's somebody coughing on the bus, if you hear that there is a kid in school shitting and throwing up, you take your babies out of school early and start their goddamn summer inside the goddamn house. Okay. Y'all gonna spend the next 3 months inside the house playing video games. We'll rent movies. We'll listen, because ain't no way.
And it look like we might be on the lockdown anyways. So get y'all TikTok dances together. Okay, what y'all doing this go round? What you doing this go
Right.
round of the pandemic? Are y'all
Let me know what
scamming
y'all
or
watching.
TikTok dancing? Let us know in the chat. You remember that? Remember during COVID? Baby, the bitch, the scams we saw, y'all was real creative. Oh my God.
I'm dying. You got me gagging and gooping.
Woo! The scams, bitch, that we saw. Oh my God,
Girl,
they got
it
in
was
their
bad.
bag with that one. The peak of it
Down
was
bad.
PvP long, but the scams was scamming.
Girl.
Hey, y'all put that much creativity into your careers, who knows where you would be right now? You know what I mean? As much creativity as y'all put in the hitting the lick.
You'll be live in front of a studio audience. Just like
Okay,
that.
period. You better let them know. You better talk to me.
Give it up for the little Funko Pops. Give it up for the little Funko Pops. All right.
Y'all may have been so much farther. And I know it was a lot of people during the last pandemic was like, damn, I should have fucking scammed. You might have a shot. Baby girl, pandemic part 2, you get on your shit, girl. If you gonna be boosted and reselling, remember the Facebook scammers? They were selling
Yes. Girl.
They were selling all types of stuff on Facebook Marketplace. Remember that?
Reheated. Listen, these were reheated greens from a can.
Okay.
What?
They were selling all that. So scammianas for all the scammers. What are y'all gonna be doing? Let us know in the comment section because we really want to know what y'all gonna be doing.
Serious. If you are a booster, what you doing during the lockdown 2.0, bitch? What you selling? Do you got?
Or are you gonna be risky? Like the risky ones. Remember some of them was on the beaches and shit and they were still traveling even though it was the pandemic we supposed to be on? I'm not.
They were definitely traveling. I did.
I was one of them. Man, listen, you know something. You listen, you know. I was outside. I ain't give a fuck.
I sure didn't. I was
all those prayers my mama done did, and I was just outside risking that shit. Just risking my life.
Man, popping that thing. I was like Christina Milian. Pop that thing. I was doing
okay, boy, listen, Tara W in the comment section said going overseas and all. I sure was. I was in Jamaica throwing ass. Do you hear me? I was on that river. I was on that river and I was throwing ass. That was out there.
Not because girl, you ain't lying. I was definitely throwing ass. I was definitely in Texas, Houston, Dallas. I went to Puerto Rico.
No, Dallas was lit during the pandemic.
Man, listen, if y'all from Houston, y'all be litty like a titty during a pandemic. And
that was crazy.
Because y'all be getting down. Y'all be getting
down. Remember the Houston day parties that they was having? It was like
girl, the pool parties. Girl, trust me, I caught a couple of those. It was litty like a titty. Do you hear what I'm saying? We was drinking, we was vibing, we was smoking hookah, everything. I mean, and it felt like nobody was catching nothing in Houston. It was like a safe heaven.
In Houston, we had fun. KLJ said, I worked then decompressed in Mexico, had a great time. Houston, we had fun. I was watching and I was hating because remember they was posting the videos on TikTok, not TikTok, Twitter. They was posting them on Twitter about, I can't believe y'all would have these day parties in Texas, Houston, Texas, in the pandemic. And yeah, y'all did not give a fuck. Y'all ain't give 1 fuck, 2 fucks, red fucks, or blue fucks. Y'all don't.
Listen, down with the news over here. YouTube said, I'm in Atlanta Metro. These fools never stopped during the pandemic. They
did not. Atlanta. That's what we need to do. We gotta do a live show in Atlanta this time. We gotta do it.
Listen, Atlanta, and down with the news. Listen, girl, if there's a pandemic, me and Diver Goddess, we heading out to
we heading out. Vegas. We on the way. You understand? We having a live show. Vegas was another one jumping. Miami.
What's your part? Yeah. Miami was definitely
jumping and pumping. New York City was busy. They sure was.
They were busy.
For a good year. Nobody really took it seriously and people was outside. And they was like, stop
Girl, no, but let me tell you something. On the underground, Chicago was definitely jumping too on the underground. People was not talking about yes.
Really?
Then people was
That's how LA was on the underground scene when
mhm.
they was doing You Got Served and Stomp the R underground. They was, I was saying, dance.
Not stop y'all. She said, "Who?"
They was doing that. They was crumping on the ground in the
Right?
garages. You ain't seen no videos
No.
when they was doing the You Got Served.
Oh my
You
God! I
don't know
really
now.
heard that.
You
It's
gon' find out. They was down there in LA doing it for Lil Saint during
I
the
am gagging
pandemic.
and goofing. Not the
Outside doing it for Lil Saint. Period.
so listen, so if y'all down for the cause, listen, we'll get down for the cause. Let us know where y'all party at during the
Let us know
pandemic.
something.
Like, send us the invite. Like, send us the invite. We'll repost it.
We'll have a little cookout. We'll throw a little barbecue or something.
Girl, and
Put
listen,
something on the grill.
there was so
Put
many
something on the
cookouts.
grill.
Don't you remember those cookouts? Jesus.
The cookouts, yes.
Don't you remember
The
those
family
cookouts?
gatherings, and they was like, y'all not supposed to have a certain amount of
Girl.
people. With
They
it.
started breaking them
And
up.
we
They
didn't get
started
that.
breaking them up, and I was like, "What y'all doing? It's just a cookout. They're outside. The pandemic. It's okay. It's okay. We're gonna burn some charcoal,
Yeah.
and everybody be all right." But yes,
Everybody gonna be all right. Okay. So listen, we're gonna stage a little bit. We're gonna be all right.
that's
We're
it.
gonna say songs, do a little salt over our
That's
shoulders,
it.
and we good. Divinely
And
protected.
make sure you drink your liquids. Make sure you drink your water. Stay away
Stay hydrated.
Stay away from
Huh?
orange juice. Drink your eat your watermelon and drink your garlic, ginger, and lemon teas just to keep your immune system going. You know what I'm saying? Be all natural, girlies, this pandemic. I'm just saying.
Period. Magda said ATL was always with it. They sure was. They was what Buddha say, Liddy like a what?
Litty like a titty. Bow.
That was just we gotta turn that into a sound card for the show. We got to. Oh, you gonna push a button every time. The ATL was 1000% Liddy. Was her ATL when the verses was happening that, and then they had to switch it over to Las Vegas.
Girl.
And ATL was the creators of Magic City, but from home. Remember, the strippers couldn't work. I remember that. The stripper hoes, they couldn't work. They couldn't work. So they said, fuck it. I'm on TikTok with it.
But that's a lie. That's a lie because I would go to Miami to their strip clubs and it was on and popping. The strip clubs were on and popping during the pandemic.
That with Miami, they'll shoot something up. You try to stop their dollar, okay? Atlanta, they could get a little bit more control over. And plus, Atlanta, they be doing all types of kind of crazy shit. You know what I'm saying?
Girl, yes, they do.
You saw Beauty and Black. You saw how they get down. They had to go in there and shut that motherfucker down. Atlanta don't know how to act. Atlanta don't know how to act. At least in Miami, they like, you know what? We got class. If I'm gonna get some top, I'm gonna get in the back of my car. Like,
Right.
In front of everybody. They had to shut Magic City down. It was like, you bitches,
y'all doing way too much.
Nasty
way too much for a pandemic. Way too much. But yes, it was definitely Liddy like a titty. And I hope that the 2.0 gets Liddy. So, like we said, send us the invites. You know, just send us the fucking invites. We're ready to go. And we'll be the host.
Got the strobe lights, the pandemic part 2. We finna get Liddy.
Says she got the strobe lights. I am dying.
I do, and the colored bulbs. Oh, it's finna be a party.
Oh, so we about to throw a party in your city.
I'm in your city. Oh, we gonna have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
So the next topic that we got on the agenda for today, Buna, we were talking about the gerrymandering. I don't know if you guys saw, but last week, 3 states, Florida, Alabama, and Tennessee, moved very quickly to eliminate their majority districts that they have within the state, which would ultimately determine who gets that next seat and how many seats that they are either A, able to flip, or B, remain in their position, right? So obviously with the gerrymandering, a lot of people are asking the question, I'm asking you, Buna, what's the definition of gerrymandering? And
Well,
what is that for when it comes to the elections? For those of y'all that don't understand it.
well, I'm glad that you
Okay,
asked.
period.
Well, gerrymandering.
I'm
Well,
listening. Let me move my
gerrymandering,
bag.
you got it. Gerrymandering is the practice of manipulating the boundaries of electoral districts to give one political party,
Mhm,
incumbent, or group an unfair advantage over another. It
mhm.
involves drawing irregularly shaped districts to concentrate opposition votes or dilute them, often resulting in election outcomes that do not reflect the overall voting population.
Mm,
So basically, what it's saying is it, for instance, if you have a group or a city that is
mhm.
Democrat and the cities around it are Republican, the redistricting maps, what they do is kind of cut up that circle in the middle of Democratic city and they
Mhm.
split it and they stretch it out into the Republican districts.
Right,
So essentially, what you're doing is slicing a small portion of the Democrats
right.
into the district of the Republicans, which will overtake the vote of the Democrats, anyways.
So
That's
it's
we
merely just like shifting the voter
shifting.
district and seats from one
Yes.
area that typically would
Mhm.
have a bunch of Democratic voters to some that's majority Republican in layman's terms, right?
Correct. Correct. It's like slicing the pie. They're
That's that
slicing the
shit.
pie and then dividing it into different Republican districts. And so it's an unfair feat, especially like we have in Memphis, Tennessee,
Mhm.
where they're trying to redo the maps out there. And so what they have done is that the GOP has removed every Democrat and every black member from their assignments because they were fighting back this gerrymandering. So now it makes it harder for people in Memphis to have representation to
Yep.
fight against this gerrymandering. But what people don't realize is that Memphis is a mostly black city. It's a
Mhm.
mostly black town. So what they're doing is very racist. This is all built on racism. Gerrymandering is very built on racism, and especially what they're doing now. It used to be about political party, but now it's really about racism. It comes down to that, as we've seen in Tennessee.
I agree. And for those of you guys that don't understand exactly how everything is moving or shifting when it comes to gerrymandering, is basically the offset or the trickle off of redlining, where they're
Mhm.
able to keep shifting the favoritism, the hard decisions that have to be made for certain areas
Yes.
in the favor in the majority of the Caucasian or
Mhm.
Republican, because it's not that many black. Let's be honest, not that
Mhm.
many black Republicans, but it's all in favor of these particular areas. That also includes funding to schools. That also
Yes.
includes everything that your city handles and it touches. The decisions that overlook it comes from this one particular district.
Yes.
So by them constantly shifting it in favor of the Republicans, it's so much more than just the run of the mill racism. It's Jim Crow in its finest hour. You're telling essentially
Yes.
these voters that are all Democratic that their voice don't matter. And well, all we really need is a small representative sample of your voice, even
Yep.
smaller than the representative sample that we've already taken in
Mhm.
the state. And whether you like it or not, we will find a way to erase representation and the voice that you have and the things you
Yep.
would like to see change within the city so that we could do other things like build AI warehouses and centers. It's
Mhm.
what we see going on in Georgia and the Everglades,
Yep.
right?
Yep. Exactly. And it's happening like everywhere. Like if we look, PBS put out like districts where are proposed
Mhm.
for gerrymandering, and there's three. There's Louisiana, Alabama, and South Carolina. Now we all know that in South Carolina, that shit was pushed off. But it looks like there's gonna be some challenges though, because they still got to bring it up.
Mhm.
So it's still
That's what's got me
being.
nervous. I'm like, please, I'm nervous.
Yes, and that's what has everybody nervous for sure because it's like, bro, like, what are we doing here? You guys are doing this on purpose because you
Yeah.
guys know that you guys are gonna get beat in the midterms. Excuse me. So, but there are places where House districts are in place and where the gerrymandering is already in place. For instance, Texas, California. Now, California is gerrymandering towards the Democratic Party. See, we
Okay.
have something going on simultaneously, though. What California did was in rebuttal of what the Republicans were doing. They were like, okay, bitch, you want to go ahead?
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and do this? We're going to do eye for an
We're
eye.
gonna
And
flip
they
the
started,
script.
yes. So they started flip it and reverse it.
Okay.
And that's what they did. Okay. And so now that got everybody freaked out because it opened up a lot more seats for the Democratic Party, which
I'm
now
happy
that's
about
why,
that, but
yes. I mean,
I think I got a boo-boo. Every time we get to talking about it, I'm like, I got a boo-boo. I'm over it.
Girl, I hope you got your wipes ready.
No, because we definitely did. We definitely did say, you know what? That's all right. Y'all ain't got to do what y'all supposed to be doing because the midterms is coming. And they said, checkmate. Ugh.
Now, someone here down with the news said Virginia also held a vote to make sure the people actually wanted to do it.
I saw that. And then remember what we were saying, Buna, earlier. I went back and checked on it. And it turns out it is going to be something added to the bill in Virginia that would essentially allow the Virginians or the people that live there to have more control over not only the districts and how they move, but also at a state level, the corporations that are paying off these politicians to do these things. So if you don't want AI centers in your town in Virginia, it's time that you go out and vote for the primaries because listen, they stepping hard. Virginia's stepping hard. I'm like, hell yeah.
They came in, they put on their Timberland.
Okay,
just 10 toes brown.
Bitch, what you thought this was?
You didn't know the hoes, something on.
Listen, and I'm so grateful for states like Virginia. I'm not gonna lie, South Carolina does got me. Woo! It's just giving me the bubble guts right now. Like it's giving me the bubble guts. I'm not gonna lie, because it's giving Jim Crow.
Yeah, because
it's giving Jim Crow.
It's that now you live close out there. What are the people saying? What are you hearing out in the streets? Because I know you live close to South Carolina. So what are you hearing out on the streets in the East Coast?
So on the southern East Hemisphere coast,
don't say it too mad.
The majority of the people that I see living here, they're not necessarily in agreement totally with what's happening, which was shocking and surprising. I expected a lot of them to be like, oh, we don't agree, but still be moving as if, like what we see in the past where they supposedly support people of color, XYZ, and they still vote Republican. This is a different level of Republicans. The shit that they're pulling right now is giving, maybe y'all should not have fucked up the economy first before trying some shit like that. That's what it's giving. It's maybe y'all should have did a different thing before doing this, because these Republicans are like, listen, we don't agree with none of the shit that they pulling right now. Because bitch, what the fuck is going on? And then you got to remember the rolling out of the movements that they've been making on both the federal level and a state level, especially when it comes to these things, also harshly impacted the farms globally, or not nationwide.
It sure did.
So a lot of these Republicans they talking, they bumping their gums to one another, and they pissed. They pissed at the Republican Party just as much as we are.
So mad.
And a lot of them, I guess what I'm trying to say is they told, and then they ready to take it there. That's where it needs to be taken to.
And they're also turning on each other. They flipping on each other. And that can't even be trusted, because the only reason why you're flipping is because now whatever's happening is hurting you.
They all pointing at each other.
Exactly. So we're not going to sit up here and feel sorry for you. Y'all could fight it out in the washroom with the other girls. We don't want to see that shit, because that's between y'all. Now y'all got to work it out. But they have affected many things with their decisions, which I did read an article that said that had the Republican Party had set a true campaign on what they were vouching for, and then kept those promises on that campaign, by the time they got here with gerrymandering, they would have had a huge backing with no kind of fighting, no kind of hesitation. But because of their greed as well, they became greedy because they saw all this money available. They started fucking up, like you said. They started cutting all these programs, and then they started pocketing the money. But then they saw the other Republicans, their other people that were their constituents were like, wait, hold on. This ain't right.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not even getting a cut of this shit. And until the water started touching the toes of those Republicans that weren't getting the money, then they started to speak up. Like motherfucking Marjorie Taylor Greene, now that she's in Costa
A
Rica.
bitch!
You know what I'm saying?
How the fuck she have
Like,
to
come
her
on
ass
now.
all the way over to Costa Rica and nobody noticed?
Now she hopscotch.
She bought the house last year, well, in 2024. So she, before all this
Right.
went down, always planned to steal, rob the country blind,
To steal the money.
scam,
Mhm.
and then hop, skip her happy go beach blonde, bad built Barbie bitch, big body
Yes.
built, black ass, refrigerator head ass, all the way over to Costa Rica. Like, what the hell is going on? But also, how about all of Trump's entire team? This is the same play that
It
they
is.
did last time. They went up in there, did a bunch of shit, stole some money, fucked some
Yep.
shit up, and then scattered like roaches and was pointing at each
Sure
other
did.
and stirring up shit on the way out
Mhm.
so that it didn't look like they were trying to make their great escape.
Yep.
What the
Yep.
hell is going on? And who do we need to tussle with in the streets with the Democrats for allowing this shit to happen? Because it's giving y'all was also paid. That's what it's starting to give.
Girl, and like I said, like I have always said, the Democrats and the Republicans are two different wings on the same
On the
goddamn
same
bird.
bird. The same.
You feel me?
Ah!
Y'all are crows. Y'all are fucking crows. Y'all got the wings and everything. Y'all flying high like a crow and everything. Y'all
No,
just be
not
in everybody's
crows.
business, backbiting each other.
Vulture. They two wings on the same vulture.
They are vultures. That's it.
Two wings on the
And that's
same
true because they
goddamn
kind of bald
vulture.
head. They really ugly.
Roger Houston.
Yeah, so it's like,
Oh, I'm sorry. Roger Houston, we had a word from one of our
no.
our chat. He said she's carrying demons with her. I'm sure of it. Yeah. Yeah.
And Down with the News said Marjorie is trifling as hell. Left as soon as that pension was secured. Didn't even finish her term.
She never planned on finishing her term.
And she ain't.
Because if I could, baby.
But listen, she skedaddled out that mug and left. Y'all. Uh-oh. Miss Godiva left us. I hope she could come back. Let's see what happens. I'm hoping she could come
There we
back.
go.
There she is. I was like, hold on, she left.
Child, I don't know what was going on. It was like the signal dropped and then came right back on. Lord Jesus.
Girl, don't do that to me. I was about to call you Houdini. I was like, oh, we disappearing now? Let me disappear real quick.
My greatest trick, okay? What I was saying was she most certainly did leave as soon. She never planned on actually trying to work that entire term. A lot of them did.
Right.
We see the Megyn Kellys, the Ben Shapiros, the Alex Jones, Joe Rogan, all of them, they cop and please and they shifting and doing Tucker Carlson, all doing their apology tour right now. But it's the same exact playbook that we saw the last time.
It's exactly the same. And like, it's not even a different font, girl. It's like literally they just gave it to us like, girl. And this is why everyone has been on their necks. This is why everybody's been like, hold on, you're lying here, you're lying there, because again, technology has advanced and now we could hit the rewind button or the save button and we could save those clips of those people saying what they said in front of live TV. And that's why, that's why they're in the situation that they're in. But I do want to add that Georgia will have a special session to redraw their congressional maps as well in 2008, which is another huge Black population. And so they're trying to divide this up in Georgia. Same thing that we're seeing in Memphis. So again, these things that are happening, like the Republicans turning their backs on each other while simultaneously doing this racism shit with the gerrymandering and the remapping the maps. It's insane. It comes to the point where it's like, y'all might as well just cut it and not be Republicans. Just let the Democrats handle it. And not even that.
With all the damage that they're doing right now, I don't foresee anything slowing down at like this soon. I do see them intending to, obviously allow the wave of gerrymandering to take its excuse me, take its role through a few more states before
Mhm.
they actually decide to do something. Now we do have another question from the audience. Sabes stated, "Do you think they are trying to do the gerrymandering to get 2/3 Republicans to change the Constitution for their favor?" That's a good question. He also said they want to get rid of the 14th Amendment, 13th Amendment. It may be long shot, but I feel like they would try it. Of course, they would try it. That was the first thing that Donald Trump went in looking
Mhm.
for this go round was the
Mhm.
Constitution. They already let us know that they were attempting to change the Constitution. I do think that he
Yep.
wants to sell the original and then, drum up a brand new one and basically try to make it that. They also recently had a meeting at Congress where they were trying to determine if whether or not Donald Trump was eligible for a third term. And the fact that they took that shit seriously told me everything I needed to know. Cause like, what the fuck do you mean? That
No, seriously.
we had so many things on the ballot that needed immediate congressional attention. So many other things on the ballot that needed congressional attention. This is what they chose to focus on. This is what you chose to focus on with a hantavirus just outside, just
Yep.
hey, shaking ass on top of cars, on boats, okay, driving boats and shit.
Mhm.
With everything that we are economically going through in this country, I mean, just today, supermarkets, major chain supermarkets are saying that they're finally seeing the impact of the inflation that's been happening, and how some SNAP beneficiaries they had their sliced. They had
Yep.
some of their amount sliced, and now these markets and these chains can't keep up with the demands because
Yes.
there isn't any demand. So now they have too much stuff. It's like things are just, and this is what you chose to focus on. You
Right.
had
It's
so
very
many other
imbalanced.
topics.
It's so imbalanced. Like it's insane how, like you said, they're focused on the wrong things. It's crazy. But remember, keep in mind
Mhm.
that I think it was last year, late last year, remember where they cut the black vote to mean that it's gonna only be worth 1/5 of a vote.
Yeah,
And then the Latin vote was down to a third, fifth of a vote. Like they reduced us as human beings in the voting sector. Like,
right.
you know what I'm saying? Like, so this is all part of it. This is all part of it. The gerrymandering, the
Yeah.
reducing your votes, like all of it is part to take us back, like you said, to Jim Crow, to slavery. They
Yes.
want us back in fucking chains and in the field. And that shit ain't
I
gonna
was just
happen.
about to say that. They were trying to give the essence of remember who the hell you are. No, I remember who the fuck I am.
Exactly.
I know exactly who the fuck I am because who the hell we are is got you so uptight
Mhm.
and so bent the fuck up out of shape that you got to
Yes,
start reversing shit. Because
that
even
part.
when the playing board it wasn't even cleared off and equal, you still losing at your own fucking game. That's who the hell
Yes.
we are. You got to go
And
through and do all this crazy shit. Sorry, my bad.
no, 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 you're right. No, you're right because they also it's like almost like remember, boy, how we used to crack the whip. Nah, bitch,
Exactly.
this ain't that time because we got some young motherfuckers that are ready to whoop that ass. Okay, like we got some young motherfuckers that are educated, that
Mhm.
understand what's going on, that are aware of the world geopolitics, not just stuck in their city, listen
Mhm.
to their favorite song. You don't got those kind of people no more. And especially our people, they think that our people dumb. No. Do they know that the black woman is the most educated woman? Like, come on, like don't and I wanted to mention that too. This is all a ploy to attack the black woman's vote because black women are very strong. They're leaders. Once they tell you, hey, y'all need to vote for this person, of course they're going to get attacked because that woman's voice, the black woman's voice, is strong. It penetrates through every voice and people got to listen to it. So that's what they're trying to reduce, for me, in my opinion, is the black woman's vote, especially the black community, but the black
Yes.
woman, because they have this thrust, this oomph about the message that they're pushing that people do listen,
And that
you
same
know?
exact message, that voice, the black woman's voice, was the only one that echoed through the chambers of Congress to get them to take the Epstein files seriously.
Mhm.
That's the exact same voice that
Yes.
spoke up, even when y'all let us down, that
Mhm.
spoke up to make sure that those victims were addressed, and that entire situation did not get pushed under the rug. Even back when those same exact Black women were pointing it out to you, the tricks of the enemy, and telling you like, hey, this is what they're doing to try and cover up the crimes that they're doing. It's happening in real time. I'm glad that Cecilia K said, I think that they're throwing so much at us to distract us, but the people don't care. We pissed. We want those files. We want him out and the war over. So much has been thrown at us.
Yes.
A huge part of why we were going, or we were able to get this information out and keep it going, was because of those same exact Black female voices that so many of y'all are cheering on. Yeah, they need to be over 600,000 Black women kicked out of the workplace and kicked out of corporate and all that. You cheering that on, and the whole time the same Black voices were taking care of you. They
exactly.
were making sure you were good, that you were protected. It wasn't just the laws our ancestors put in place. It's what the work they're still doing right now.
Exactly.
As you're tearing this shit the fuck down.
Say that. You better preach, Reverend.
Listen,
you better preach. No, because it's annoying and it's exhausting at this point. And I can't even imagine how you feel as a Black woman watching this and feeling exhausted and saying, yo, how many times you guys got to listen to Black women? You know what I'm saying? Like, I've heard that over and over and over. And it's like, it does, for me, I can't even, like I said, I can't even imagine a Black woman, how she feels nowadays. Like, bitch, I told you so. Like, I told you so.
I feel like many other Black women, and thank you for bringing that up. I really appreciate that. Because not a lot of people ever ask. I feel like they are tired of hearing us saying, I told you so, but they don't want to do the work to change hearing
that part.
Girl!
You preacher.
They don't want to do the work. They don't want to actually grow. They want us to not only say I told you so, but they want us to do the heavy lifting.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They want us to do the foundational work so that they could then slide in at the last minute and say, oh, I'm glad I did listen to that Black woman because I was able to do this now, and look where we are now. And it's not about taking credit. It's about simply understanding that until it's one band, one sound, it's
that part
down. And that's just what it is.
That's it.
Bottom line.
And we saw that in the No Kings protest where they were like, where are all the Black faces? Well, they're sleeping. They're
tired.
Because they've been doing this for centuries. Like,
look, bitch.
What are we doing? Like, this is not like people are like, oh, Black people are more free now. No, they're not. What are we doing? Like, don't you see what's happening right now? Like, so that's why I'm like, listen, please, this time around, please listen to a Black person next to you that is telling you intelligently what the fuck you should be doing.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole this time around. Like, listen. And I'm telling you, listen, I'm gonna tell you, because I had a Black granny from Puerto Rico. I mean, she was darker than my shirt from head to toe. And she would tell me, listen, you better listen to women like me. I said, yes, granny. And I respected her. And I would never forget that. That's why I'm like, you have to give a platform to the Black woman to speak. And when she speaks, you better listen, take notes. And then, like you said, do the work.
Well, my grandma used to say, they ain't tired. You ain't tired. You gotta get tired. Because when you're tired, you know exactly what to do. You ain't gonna want to take no more. Okay, you know, and I was like, nah, I'm sick of this girl treating me this way. She know you're not. You keep going back to the same thing over and over again. That's the definition of psychosis. Okay, but when you are finally tired enough, you will know what to do. Bottom line, you'll know to start.
And we don't mean tired. We don't mean tired. We mean tired. That all is not even.
Not tired. I'm tired. I'm sick of
this. I'm tired, baby.
They ain't get to that place yet. Ooh.
And I think, and I'm glad that you mentioned that, though. I'm glad that you mentioned that, because I feel like for sure people are not tired enough. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. These people ain't tired enough. You know why? Because it ain't hitting them that hard until their farmland start getting bought by JD Dancing. That's the day. Oh no, you can't come over here, buddy. No, buddy, you should have done this a long time ago.
They're not tired. That's their problem, Buna. They're not tired. They were so gung-ho white power that they didn't even read the fine print. Okay, they didn't read the fine
Sure
print.
didn't.
It was so many. Oh my God! I vote for Donald Trump. It was
Sure
so
did.
many of them. I
Sure
go
did.
vote for Donald Trump.
Sure did.
Where's she at? Ain't she crying because her husband got deported?
She in
baby,
Cuba, I think. I think she in Cuba herself. I think they deported
yeah, I
her
think
too.
she had to go back because that was it. That was it, baby. They told his
She
ass,
is
"Don't
playing the maracas on the island.
I
should
will
have been.
vote for Donald Trump."
How's
There
that
you
speedboat
are,
now, bitch?
boy. For Donald Trump. That's what your ass get. See? You see what happens
That's
when
what
you
I'm
think
saying.
you bigger than the program? You
Exactly.
see what happens?
Exactly.
Got your ass. And speaking of being bigger than the program, like you said about the farmlands, they were so egotistical with that vote. No, they knew better. That they ended up screwing themselves over and shooting themselves in the foot. Now, the Financial Times reported on an article, okay, where they said that farming and agriculture inside of the nation is broken. I said, what you mean by that? New York
What?
Times. What you
Wait
mean
a
it's
minute.
broken?
Hold on, let me clutch my pearls real quick. What you mean?
Child, they said fixing it is going to require much more than the new farm bill can deliver. They ain't got enough and they can't make it enough. They also said that in just 1 year, that it led to with the fluctuations from the war that was happening and all and the jibber jabbers, it led to a 46% increase in farm bankruptcies, starting in Nebraska, going all the way over to Arkansas, Iowa, Indiana, the windy cities, all them, Colorado, baby, they struggling real bad.
Girl, not the farmlands.
The bankruptcies, the bank is snatching that shit up.
But you know who's buying them up? You know who's buying them up?
JD and them boys, the government.
Because let's connect the dots, because this is what they're going to do. Once they redistrict these things and once they get the Republican vote, what they're going to do with these farmlands is going to put children. Remember, they want children to start working from the age of like 8 or 9.
AI centers, and they said your baby is good on that cell phone. Put his ass to work.
Yes.
Your baby like that tablet?
Yeah. Put his ass to work.
Oh, wait a minute. He did his ass need to go to work. Now they trying to take us back to the Great Depression. Girl, ain't it laws that prevent them from being able to do that? Like,
well, girl, now they reversing them. They Missy Elliott that shit. Flip it and reverse it.
So they trying to hunch on kids and force kids into early working. What's your beef with kids? It's starting to give the old people is mad because they dying. So they're going to just keep picking on kids.
No, they want to eat them. That's the problem.
That too.
They want to eat them.
Laws. Oh, I love that you brought that up. Child labor laws, D. Williams. Thank you. But Diana Wallace from our audience stated that the laws no longer matter. Let's get into it. Okay.
Okay.
Even billions of dollars in subsidies from the Trump administration could not have prevented this crisis. The continuation of the situation has not only jeopardized America's food security, but also created a strong dependence on expensive chemicals and inputs. My question to all of you is, do you think that the white folks out there in them farms, they finna, baby, I think they finna go upside the government head. I think that they finna, it's about to be another revolutionary war around this motherfucker. You understand me? It's gonna be civil war on crack.
Listen, and they need to do it like the Europeans do it. Y'all get a whole truck full of manure and go to DC. You go to motherfucking DC and drop that manure in front of the White House like they did in France. Girl, what you got?
I like that. I like that. I like what you did right there. I see what you did. Baby, this is the Wild Wild West. I don't think they're gonna be doing that, Keith. I don't think they're gonna be doing. I think they're gonna be cracking skulls and busting heads to the white meat show. Woo. I think that you gotta know your audience. You gotta know who you're dealing with. Okay.
You're right. We got
they're
guns
gonna be stringing
over
them government folks up. And since you don't want to give us no food, we're gonna eat your ass. How about that?
Right.
they're gonna have them people come from out the mountains, and them people gonna come to their front door. They're gonna come see about you.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you. This is when America is going to unite. When you fuck with our food.
Yes.
If we gotta ration out food, oh bitch, because you know we be living large, like we be eating lobster tail for fucking Wednesday dinner. Like tonight,
Boiled
I can eat
eggs,
lobster tail. Quit playing. A little
um,
salmon. You know what I'm saying? Like where other people like it's not. That's like something that you eat on holidays. Like we be eating good in the United States. So imagine
yeah.
you telling me that I cannot eat what the fuck I want to eat, and y'all got that shit on restriction. Oh no, bitch.
And I can't get no boiled bag on food stamps no more.
What?
Oh, bitch.
Oh, that pissed me off.
Hands now. No. I don't know who the fuck gonna get them, but somebody gonna catch these hands.
Not with the crab boil, and I can't buy with up. No, man.
You mean I can't go to Mr. Lee's and get me another crab boil? I can't go to Mr. Lee's International Market and get me a crab boil off my food stamp card. What is you saying to me?
Fuck is you talking about? I can't get that angry crab special with the 3 sauces in it, extra 2 boiled eggs, some extra potatoes, add this shrimp, add the little salt. What you mean?
No, I'm telling you, it's gonna be the crab boils for sure. Or the increased prices of gas. One of them prices is going to send them into, and it's going. I'm gonna sit back because baby, I'm black. But also, I know them white people, them crazy ass hillbillies, they'll swing first, okay? And like I said, Asheville, North Carolina, they still waiting on that fade. They ain't letting that shit go. They ain't letting it go.
Listen, let me tell you something. White people can't travel and eat at the same goddamn time. You got hungry travelers. Listen, have you seen a Karen at the airport that hasn't had her McDonald's is at the gate talking about something? What time are you guys gonna open?
Like, listen, and,
girl, they just like that.
They say in the chat, the pale women won't get their avocados. Oh, them white women in California alone are gonna get up in your ass.
Girl,
listen, they don't fuck around when it comes to them avocados from Mexico. They do not fuck around. They need their avocado toast.
I hate you so much. Listen, let me release you right now. I hate you so much right now, girl. You right.
They need their avocados. Listen,
don't fuck with the avocado toast from fucking what's it, Starbucks. If you mess with the avocado toast from Starbucks, oh, it's an issue. It's an issue.
If they don't get their avocado toast with the everything bagel season on top of their full grain,
I'm dying.
Toast, they're gonna turn into serial killers. I'm telling you, they're sedated. Them avocados be keeping them sedated. That and a little coconut water. You take that shit from them. We're gonna have some the first amount of mass female serial killing sprees. They're gonna be some crazy Pilates kicking bitches. Do you hear me? All that Pilates strength gonna come out.
Not Pilates.
I'm telling you, ain't no heavier than 100 pounds, and they gonna be on Capitol Hill whooping ass. Girl, I'm not fucking them.
In Lululemon.
Okay, in a fresh Lululemon fit. A 3-piece with a bag. I'm not
with a refresher from Starbucks. I mean,
okay.
You're not gonna fuck.
What's this I hear about us not having any avocados? What the fuck's going on? Somebody get him out here. I want to talk to Donald Trump now. I want to talk to your manager now. Listen, a lot of these ladies.
Listen, but you also gonna hear Sarah in the background. Sarah's gonna be like, "Yeah, and our lox and bagels, they're fucking with those." Girl, don't fuck with the lox and bagels. And listen, and the avocado, those 2 things.
They sound serious. Them Karens, them little itty bitty stick Pilates ladies, they off a bump. Some eye patches and avocado toast with everything bagel seasoning on top, and they do not like their routine to be fucked with. Do you hear me?
Exactly. If y'all do not listen, avocados is a main source of their protein.
Exactly.
And if they don't have it, they snapping.
Okay.
I too.
Okay, they turn into a whole different creature. So between them and them hillbillies, that's in the mountains, and them not getting what they need, because let's be clear, they had ordered. Did you hear about the government ordering like over $100 million worth of cocaine before all this jumped off in 2024, right before Donald Trump got in office?
Wait a minute, clutching my pearl. See that again. What did you say? Let me get my rosary.
You heard what I said. They in love with that cocoa, that cocaina. This is what the streets are saying now. I'm gonna spill it, girl. I'm gonna spill it.
Girl, spill that tea.
That right before Donnie and them boys got in that office, they decided to let that president that was locked up, the Honduran president. Remember? Remember the Honduras, they are really big in agriculture too. We get imports and exports from them too. But they are just a front for the cocaine, the cocaine, that snow that be coming through the border. Well, he was locked up and they had to let him go. And right when they let him go, a transaction they had went through over $100 million worth of that white shit. That pure.
You lying.
Not even stepped on. That pure white shit. I don't know what they're doing inside of that White House, but maybe they coked out of their motherfucking mind.
Listen, they coked out. We can tell. We can tell.
You know what? Kash Patel's eyes.
Girl, no.
It might be coke. It might be, bitch. It might be coke. It might be.
It's
might
not a cold. Listen. I'm gonna tell you something. These are my confessions back in my good old days when I used to do little white little line. Let me tell you something. I know what an addict looks like, and that motherfucker is a professional.
Okay. You know what? I just put two and two together. He might be skiing in that snow. He might be hitting the slopes.
Girl, like Al Pacino, if Scarface, putting his face inside the mountain.
And you know what? It makes sense. Why his eyes is like, you know what I mean? Because it's pure. Girl. That shit pure. It's straight from the mist.
And here's the thing. It hits people different. Because see, Kash Patel, it hits him with his eyes, right? Like he's rolling his balls off. He's just like, bam, and sniffing. But girl, let's not keep it. Let's keep it cute now. Little mini Marco Rubio, he does his little cocaine too. You just gotta see. Yes, he does. He gives himself nummies. That's what we call nummies.
That's what Joe Biden's son was doing that. Hunter.
Yeah.
He used to do that out in public.
Yeah. And that's what also Prosecco Pete Hexit.
Woo.
Remember when they did that shooting?
And then Prosecco Pete
was. Listen, he was higher than an 8-ball. That motherfucker, his jaw. What are you doing, sir?
Clacking, honey.
Girl, he needed to go to Jiffy Lube. Clitter, clatter, thunder, clatter, boom, boom, boom.
Some WD-40.
Something. He was looking like the Tin Man, sir.
Somebody from the chat said that they seen Donnie Jr. and Elon Musk skiing the slopes on live TV. Damn.
Actually, I did see, I think Don Jr. put his little hand in his pocket, get himself a little nummies too on live TV.
I remember that. That was the video that was circulating, right? And then he had like a napkin or something. They was touching it with, So it is true. Nebraska, Arkansas. Y'all may want to go get y'all money on back in y'all farms back. They done took that money that they stole from y'all that was supposed to go for y'all government bailouts, and baby, they paid for some of that good pure shit.
Girl, you better get yourself a baggie. Can I get some of the 8-ball? I want a couple bricks.
We do not.
We gonna resell this shit in the street? What you mean? I'm about to make some money. If y'all made money,
you know what? You're right. Like my name, Frank Gallagher. I'm gonna hit the streets. You understand?
Girl, I'm about to sell it back to their cousins.
Like crack in the 80s. Crack babies. You understand that?
Baby, it's gonna be Studio 54 over here.
Okay, so the right back to the kids. Listen, young heart, run free, don't never be hunger.
You got it right in the slope.
Oh my gosh! Not selling the coke back to their kids because you know they need it. You know they need it, and you know they hit their own supply too. You know they is.
Girl. Yes, and also I seen 90210, the original series. I know what them kids used to do in Beverly Hills. Girl, fuck you talking about?
I had no idea it was that casual. And you know what? I'm calling them crackheads all the time. They is crackheads, crackhead behavior, but we never got to see the evidence of them crack. It's still kind of hit me a little bit that we're seeing it in like real time, and everybody's like,
"Oh yeah."
He's out here doing crack.
For sure. And for sure, Elon Musk is definitely on ketamine. I mean, he has said it, but you can tell when he's on.
Oh, baby, he on a lot more than ketamine.
Ooh.
That is not just psychedelics. He on a list of things. The man was playing with forks at the last
Girl, let me tell you, he's on them Diddy drugs. Remember that pink powder they found on Diddy?
Mm.
That was like ecstasy, cocaine, and
Yeah, but it was suppository drugs. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he played with his booty too. So
Yeah, it
the
was the
way he
booty
did it,
drugs. It was the ones because apparently that one gets to the brain quicker and the bloodstream quicker. That's why I said, oh goodness gracious. Well, if y'all struggling in with y'all farms or whatever the case may be, that may be the reason why you're struggling because it looks
correct.
like this country is no closer to
Mm-mm.
ensuring that we can recover economically from the damage that has already been done. Even in this Financial
Right.
Times article, they stated by Andy Green, which he noted our metrics for success are way off. He's a former senior agriculture advisor for the Biden administration, which was approximately the last time they seen any sense of normalcy when it comes to how the agriculture is being pushed and moved in this country and their ability to be able to, quite frankly, make a living off of it. These are farms that we're talking about that existed for generations.
Mm.
And I'm not sure if you guys have been on TikTok. You may have seen some of the farmers go on social media and beg for help.
They sure have.
And the running joke was, before I share your video, who did you vote for?
But that's a gag because I would ask the same question.
That's a
Like,
gag.
before I even fucking give you my time or money, where
Before I
did your
put
vote
this
go for?
GoFundMe link. Who did you vote for? Who did you vote for? And be honest. Be honest. We
Because the
see
Lord
what's
is watching.
on the truck.
Listen, the Lord is watching.
Okay,
The
tell
Lord
the
is
truth, shame the devil. You may be in the wrong area asking for help. Okay. And he said to create a more resilient system, we need to think about more than just short-term yields, which basically would be the government bailouts that they were hoping for but never received. While American farmers are productive, more productive than ever, before last year's autumn harvest set records, lies in deceit, lies you tell. Profits falling sharply thanks to oversupplying and rising costs. Farm bankruptcies are up 46% between 2024 and 2025, reaching levels that have not been seen in the farm since the farm era of the 1980s. And it's primarily, I'm almost down here, due to the rising fertilizer costs and other input prices that were already way up following the war in Ukraine and have now risen further than Iran. And the bailout, for those who are wondering, last year the Trump administration announced a $12 billion bailout plan for American farmers following the $30 billion bailout. But it looks like a lot of them did not receive what they needed.
And I'm glad that you touched on that because when you said fertilizer, it's not only the farmers that are losing the land, but because of this war with the Strait of Hormuz, it's holding back fertilizer. So that's an added component to what's happening in this country. And so again, it just feels like everything is happening all at once. There's no way to like breathe from this because if it's not one thing, it's another. And it seems like what's happening again here in this country is very layered. It's very layered. Like once you peel back that onion layer, you got to peel back another one and another one and another one just to get some breakthrough. So we got some work to do because it's getting hot and heavy.
Child. Work. Whoo, we tired. Okay, so we're gonna let them start. Y'all start and we'll catch up. Okay, y'all got to get back to what y'all was before. Roger Houston said that they burned a fertilizer plant in Australia. It's intentional. It definitely feels like it's intentional, like the warehouse fires. Yeah. Right?
It's very weird. Now, bringing up those warehouse fires, I know that we said the last time I think we talked about it, it was like 114 warehouses that have been burnt up. Now it's more. I think it's up to more. Yeah. And I really feel like, again, these are very intentional now. Like, especially the Everglades in fucking Florida and in Georgia. Like, that's odd to me. Like, out of nowhere, they haven't been on fire at all. And now, boom, all of a sudden, where exactly the data settings are supposed to be built on. That's weird.
In Georgia, anyways, it's given they're finding those areas, and then you know what I mean. Like they're working a different plan together. Like it feels like they're intentionally doing this
Yeah.
to buy up that land as well and
Mhm.
build AI centers.
It's real bad. It's almost like the Patagonia fire out in Argentina. Like, it
That
was just
was
weird. It
sad.
came out of nowhere.
That was
And
sad.
then it was exactly at the same time. How convenient that it was at the same time where Israelis came over to Argentina to settle, and
Mhm.
they were gonna build their settlement in the Patagonia area, and boom, look at it's the same exact playbook. Like, we're just seeing it at a different font. But yeah, this is crazy. It's all connected. If people just take a step back, it's all interconnected.
I
Like,
agree with you 1000%. I feel like honestly, Buna, that's why we do have to pay attention to their biographical and digital footprints. Because
mhm.
if you don't, you'll miss it. The details are
That's true.
louder than the questions and the things that open air that we are all wondering. The details are much louder than the questions that we are all wondering. Is
Yes,
this intentional? Is this Israel? Is this, you know what I mean? Like, what's the bottom
it
line?
is.
Why are you doing this? And how can we stop this or change this? We have to
Mhm,
pay attention to their footprints and how the government in Israel is moving right now, because they're not just doing it with our farming and our money.
mhm.
They're doing it with our health, biochemical warfare.
Yes,
All those things are
yes.
tying into each other to reach one greater goal, which is so dangerous. It's like we're consistently fighting the same beast over and
Mhm.
over and over again, but in different genres. It's
It
annoying.
I love that you said genres. Like, I'm tired. We're in the rock era, apparently.
Yes, I'm so
It's
over it. I'm like, why? When God said the devil don't get touched, yeah.
man, working overtime.
Oh
Working
God.
fucking over. And then where is God? Because I'm tired of praying to his ass.
Who?
Come on, show up. Show up and slay them and slew them already. Like,
Okay.
it gets tiring, but I mean, like you said, we got to put in the work. There's other people they got to put in the work, like them palm color folk. But we all still got to play our part.
We
I
do.
mean, what I love the fact is that once the GOP in Tennessee were removed and all the Democrats and black members were removed from their assignments, the ACLU immediately
Uh-huh.
sued Tennessee in federal court for challenging the discriminatory new congressional redistricting map. So they were on it. Like, as soon as they walked out of that meeting, the
Yes.
ACLU had the papers in their hand. Like, here you go. You just got served. Like, I was like, God damn. So
Period.
so that's what we mean about acting on it, like being on top of your shit. And like you said, start studying the people that are around you. Look at their digital footprint, because a lot of times that's where the answer is at. That's where it
Yep.
lies. And that's where they hide. They hide with all these years and layers of pictures and posts and comments and these things that they put under their pictures. And then people don't realize this until years later.
And
So,
in the fear of you saying we can't blame them for everything. If their digital footprint is there at the scene and it looks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's more than likely them. I can
I mean,
promise you
there's
that.
nothing to it.
I can promise you that. Like nobody else, no evil other civilization have invested this
Mm-mm.
on a global scale into
Yes.
destroying and tearing things apart. I can promise you, it's them. Who else but Quagmire? It's them. Like, come on now. It's
It
them.
don't make no sense. It's like literally in their history books, but now, like you said, it's their digital footprint.
It's
Like, we
their
can see
footprint.
this. It's an over and over. And the thing is that it's the same thing that they use out in Gaza is the same thing that they use out in the Philippines that they're doing now. The
And
same
they're
thing that
doing
they've
it
done in the
here.
United States. Yes, like it's all over the place. And it's it's a sick thing because you don't want to judge anybody. But then when you take a look back, you're like, but every single person is literally doing the same thing worldwide. It's not
Yeah.
just in one area.
And it's not just one person, it's a network of them that are all working
Yes,
together towards the same exact cause.
exactly.
You
It's
know,
like
if
it's
they worked this hard for world peace, we would
girl,
be, you know how much farther we would
zoom
be?
in, zoom in,
Mm, mm,
girl,
mm,
zoom in.
mm.
Like, we would be on top of the world. We would be an advanced civilization, I believe, like super advanced to that point. But it's
You're
great.
not gonna believe this. I got some breaking news.
Got my pearls clutched in my hand.
Okay, now lean in real quick because they're gonna say I'm lying.
Girl,
I want to be the first to break it. Times of Israel just reported within the last couple hours that Netanyahu's governing coalition is now preparing to submit its own bill to dissolve the Knesset as early as next week.
you lying.
They trying to dissolve the Knesset.
That is, wait.
So if we think about this, right? Yes, the government, the Israeli government, the one that's working with our current government that created AIPAC. That's the reason why we suffer right now. Yep, them. The ones that, yeah, them. That he's moving to dissolve it. He's going to submit a bill and submit it to the Knesset to dissolve the Knesset. You got to have balls of steel. You got to have balls of motherfucking steel.
I want to see the reaction of the Knesset because I know those people are getting like, the fuck you mean you gonna dissolve us?
Let's set a bookmark. Let's put it on a sticky note. Put it on a sticky note. Next week, we're gonna circle back. We got to talk about this, girl. We gotta talk about it. Because what you mean? And also, quick question, right? Is that foreshadowing for, because remember we talked about earlier, they're going to try and push for wait a minute, everything that we're seeing right now with the American government and what they're doing with like our rights and shit like that, and how they've been saying like, is Donald Trump eligible for a third term? Or is this foreshadowing? Are they going to try to dissolve remember you asked, right?
Oh,
do you think that the Republicans rewrite the Constitution? Is this foreshadowing?
Stop it.
This Shaggy and the Scooby and the gang, did we just figure it out? Did we just figure it out?
No.
What are they planning?
Because that makes sense. Because remember, Dukiana said, I need all you Christians to vote this last time because this would be the last time. Then they got the Board of Peace out there in Gaza. And they're dissolving the Knesset to make a greater Israel.
Not the dots connecting. We don't want to believe that it's true, but it's kind of the dots.
Girl, did we not say check the digital footprint? I checked.
We did. We checked. We just checked. We literally just checked the digital footprint, and it's it says the lie detector determined y'all do be doing that shit. Y'all every time.
Yeah, I got a text message from Maury just right now. He said that shit
determined that was a lie. Y'all do be lying. A whole lie. That's how y'all be doing. Now, it also talked about on CBS News that Netanyahu just got back from visiting the UAE recently, where he met with the president, Mohammed bin Zayed, also around the exact same time frame in which the batteries to Domitia had been shipped over to the UAE, because not only did they not really understand fully the schematics behind the new batteries that have been put into that system to connect to the THAAD system, the Patriot system that all of them have within the area, but they also it got destroyed by Iran. So while right now Kuwaiti and Saudi Arabia and the UAE, you heard about them all in the Strait of Hormuz trying to jump Iran.
Girl,
they trying to jump Iran, and they're gonna try to cop please talking about, oh, Iran was in our national waters, which is true.
And they try to blame it on them. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Iran was in Kuwaiti's waters, but wasn't you just helping out America? Send bombs and stuff to Iran. So it was a lick back. It was lick back season.
Yeah.
But it's a good possibility that they don't understand how to work the system. So they had to go to the UAE to, like, I guess, rigmarole it.
Girl. And the UAE is not looking sweet now because it's being reported that the UAE was they did strikes on Iran.
Yeah. Over the past 48 hours.
Did it. Yeah, and they did it right behind Iran. And was it Saudi Arabia? They did the same thing, huh?
They did the same thing.
So everybody's kind of getting exposed in this little area because they try like his Saudi Arabia was trying to be like, oh, I'm the middleman. No, Iran.
They
No,
did
this is what
say Saudi Arabia to just to give. I don't want to defend this bitch, but they did have said after, because I mean, Iran was putting the smack down on them. Okay,
For sure.
they did have said, "Bitch, when I catch you, I will get you, bitch." And they been saying that for months. But it's what I can't respect is y'all out here jumping. Like how y'all gonna
Man.
all do it at the same Kuwaiti, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE all of a sudden they want to smoke with Iran all on the same day at the same time period. America
Right.
just a nuclear submarine vessel with all types of nuclear warheads inside of it, outside of the Strait of Hormuz, that could potentially cause significant damage to obviously, Cargo Island. They try to run a fade.
Yeah.
Basically, they try to sneak a fade. But you hoes are scary, is what I'm saying.
Super
Kuwait,
scary.
Saudi Arabia, UAE, y'all gotta run up together. Okay. It take a bunch of weak bitches to try and take down Iran. And that's crazy. Because Saudi Arabia, you big as shit out here.
For sure.
You big as shit. That big ass country.
Big as
Just
shit.
big as fuck.
She is big as shit, and she crying for no reason. Like big baby,
big and funky, and can't even defend their own country, but you want beef with Iran. Oh, big funky bitch.
For no reason.
So
yeah, but then they do, like you said, they be copping pleas, and that's what gets me mad. Is like y'all jumping, then y'all try to cop pleas, and then you got Jordan like, oh, I condemn the attacks on Kuwait, and then you got surrounding areas, like you getting them involved. But Jordan is a crybaby. Like the bitch was crying.
Scary ass.
The bitch wasn't even getting shot at. No fra 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 fra. No boom boom. No ra ta ta ta. And the bitch was crying like
nothing.
Girl, shut up.
Actually, that's a lie. Jordan called themselves trying to stand up for Israel and try to block a couple of the missiles that the dancing missiles that came from Iran at one time. Remember that? But it was like back in February, and they called themselves trying to intercept that shit. And Iran was like, "Shut your bitch ass up!" and sent another missile directly at them. So Jordan tried to intercept it. That missile ended up causing significant damages to Jordan. And then Iran sent another missile right after that. That basically was like, shut your bitch ass up.
Gave that bitch a reason to cry, because you ain't gonna sit up here and have your sirens go off. Ain't nothing happening, bitch. You just crying. Girl, shut up. Shut up.
Just whining and fucking crying outside.
And then she really mouthy now, like defending everybody and just like being real chattery. Like Iran's gonna slap that ass again. What? They gonna tell Jordan to shut the fuck up.
I hope so. Because at this point, I want them all to get clear to fuck off the checkerboard. Off the checkerboard. They all gotta go. Everybody gotta go. I'm not brown. But I'm just saying, if y'all taking votes from everybody else.
Not y'all taking votes. I'm dying.
You know what I'm saying? If this become a global vote, I'm the first, I'm the first one. I'm at the front of the line. They ass gotta go.
Give myself a tribute.
You got to go. Pack your shit. Y'all getting the fuck out this bitch.
Why you got to talk like that? I'm dying. God.
No, I'm serious. I'm gonna make sure I say it for the diaphragm. This is for Najla. Pack your shit, man. You gotta.
She got that thump in the deep of her voice. I'm done with this voice.
You are not moving fast enough for me. Pack your shit. You got to go. But maybe that's why they're not giving people like me a vote. You know what I'm saying?
Probably not. Probably not.
That's probably why they're not gonna give me a vote, because they already know how I'm gonna vote. You got to go. Get the fuck on somewhere. Since you like the white folks so bad, go on to the Caucasus Mountains. Right. So
fuck out of here.
Ooh,
can you imagine? Can you imagine? I would die. I would die, Godiva. Listen, they need to have you out there.
I'm showing them to that meeting. If they say it's a global vote, I'm showing up. My nosy ass, I'm gonna be right in the back. I vote for them to go. They gotta go. I don't give a fuck.
Girl, and you know I'm gonna be standing right behind you like this.
I don't give a fuck. I don't care. We saw what the hell y'all was getting into. You got to go. I'm gonna be right in the back.
I don't live here.
I don't care. You got to go. Go live with them white folks that y'all love so bad.
Girl, I am dying. You are too much.
I'm so serious too. Don't give me a vote, because I'm a vote. And y'all ain't gonna like it. Okay?
Point blank. Hey, you asked me. I came by here, shit. Fuck is you
So
talking
now
about?
we in the Spitfire round. We in about what, like the last 20 minutes of the live. Should we take questions from the audience?
Do y'all got any questions out there in YouTube land that you guys got for us here on the Divine Gossip Podcast? Y'all can ask me right now.
It's Substack and Patreon. I would like to thank y'all for coming up today. Y'all got some questions too? While I go ahead and look up some information, because we want to see if there's some breaking news, okay? Did y'all also see that the Ben Gurion Airport, okay, this is the Spitfire round while we wait for the questions to come in. The Ben Gurion Airport is being used currently as a military base.
Yes. Did you see all those aircrafts on there? Like, it's girl, they setting up those people. Let me tell you something. Because the last time they tried that with the fueling aircrafts, Iran was the one sent them missiles and hit close enough to the Ben Gurion airport that fucked them up for a little bit.
Yeah, one of the power stations. They destroyed it, and it was so loud that it sounded like it was inside of somebody. Brandy, girl, skill. Okay, she said pronounce Galili. I don't give a damn. It's not even a real name. Now, Israel don't even exist. How about how you like me now?
How about how you like me now?
Don't you have me with that one, huh? Yeah. Yeah.
Israel don't even exist.
It don't even exist. Who the hell makes a name like Galili? That's hard to pronounce anyway.
Galili.
Cecilia said, "Is Stephen Miller really out?" Yeah, girl. I mean, they pretty much got him in the corner. They got him in the corner coloring and shit, and coloring books. Okay. Donald Trump was like, he mad because Iran made him look goofy as shit. And he was like, "And you, Steven?" And Steven turned around and was like, "What's up?" And he was like, "You fired." And Steven was like, "What about getting fired?" Like he was on Friday or something. What about why?
You got fired on your day off, Steven?
Yeah, basically. Steven got fired on his day off.
Ooh, little Caillou got fired.
They said I was stealing boxes from out the back. They got me on camera. Stealing boxes. Love you too, Brandy. Love you too, girl. But you know you was being shady. You was being shady. Galali.
You know what?
I've been touched by the tizzle. So something. It don't come out the right way. I don't know what to tell you, baby.
She said I've been touched by the tism. Don't tell me that because I have been touched by the tism too.
Okay. Some things it just don't come out the way we want it to come out. It just don't.
I have Nadia Khalil 4384 says, "I don't know how the UAE can sit in front of Netanyahu, and I can tell you why and how. They're both committing genocide. They're both buddies in genocide
of the same feather that flock together.
You got it. That's why they hang out so tough. I'm like, God damn.
You ain't never see two bitches that both didn't like you, that was mad at you, have absolutely nothing in common, but they bonded over the fact that they both was haters.
Yes.
That's the UAE and Israel. The relationship won't last if you're not in the equation. As long as they have somebody to hate on mutually, that's as long as the relationship gonna last. But as long as soon as you removed Kanumi and Nasrallah, and you remove anybody else within the vicinity that they don't like, they get to turn on each other. And we saw that dynamic with the way that Israel and America tried to turn Saudi Arabia and the UAE against each other. Who would be willing to bend over and take it? When it came to like when it came to like scaling this whole Greater Israel initiative, who was willing to do their dirty work?
Right.
And it's always gonna be the UAE because they nasty. They the porta potty of West Asia.
Now they love it. Now I have a question from Love Lisa James. She said, "What are your thoughts on media silencing? This merger is scary. I love independent media. Thank you all so much for this." What I think about media silencing, I mean, they're doing it. They're trying to censor everybody. I mean, it's not just media. I feel like they're trying to censor everybody. Of course, they're going to hit hardcore the media because they're the ones that control the propaganda. They keep the fuel going for the propaganda. So of course they're going to come after the media first. Then they're going to come after independent journalists. Then they're going to come after you. So, I mean, that's how the cookie crumbles. Hell, I feel like they're going to do it all at the same goddamn time because they did it with Don Lemon when he went into
Mhm.
the church and the protesters were
Yep.
protesting the church. They tried to take him down and he was just doing his journalistic duty. So, I mean, and he's independent and he used to work in the media. So imagine that.
Yep.
So they're going to they're going to target not only the media but probably big names and household names like us. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so we just got to work together and stay alert and make sure that we just give this information out, and you guys share and spread the word and make your own videos so that if you don't hear from us, at least you guys are keeping up and doing your own studying on that. So that's what I got to say about that. But thank you, love, Lisa James and Goldie Gudley
Wait, hold on.
Feet
I want to answer.
651.
I want to
No,
answer.
no, I
What?
just want to also say, send me your question again. Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay. So I feel like
Mhm.
I'm okay. Okay. I'm not okay with the way that they're targeting us, but I'm okay with the way that we have shifted and transformed as a result of that.
Yes.
That had the attempt obviously was to silence, but instead it
Mhm.
ended up amplifying a whole and birthing a whole new generation of independent
Sure
journalists,
did.
which also ignited or reignited that passion and fire in the traditional journalists that we saw as our representation. So by the time they were sent packing and walking, they had already seen us on TikTok telling the truth. They had already seen us
Mhm.
on TikTok and on Instagram and all these other platforms saying we're sick and tired of traditional media. So they had it made a soft landing for not only
Yep.
the traditional journalists to go independent, go back to being independent, and
Sure did.
reignited the passion they had inside of them, but it also opened the door and kind of bridged the gap in between
Mhm.
the new age of media via content creations, independent media via content
Mhm.
creations like you and I, but it also connected us to one another in ways that we would
Yes,
have never been able to like.
for sure.
We would have had to work for years to get into places and spaces that they at. But now
Yes.
we are all on the same playing field. Isn't that
Mhm.
crazy?
That is
Like,
crazy. You are 100% right. Like, it did create, because, like, remember, like, TikTok was supposed to be a filler for us to like do little dances, but then after
yeah.
a while, TikTok became that base where everybody came to get information, because a lot of shit was happening in 2020, 2021, up
Mhm.
through 2023, where the whole October 7th happened up until now. Like, it
Yeah.
has created, like you said,
We have
room.
evolved. We have evolved in so many
Yes.
ways. And the doors just swung open for independent journalists like you and I who didn't even realize that we had these talents and tools.
I didn't know.
We say, you know what? We sick of y'all lying. Fuck out of here. I'll do it
Yes.
my damn self. Since you act like you want to lie, I'm gonna tell
Right.
you the real tea. And guess what?
Mhm.
It birthed a whole new generation of independent journalism or journalists. And it also shifted the way that everybody retains knowledge and
Mhm.
information. People aren't just
Yep.
trusting the word anymore. You gotta come with it. You gotta come with the facts.
Yes.
You gotta come with the sources. You gotta come with a supporting evidence that backs up that
Yes.
supporting evidence. You gotta they are holding the knife to our
Yes.
throat in them comment sections. Do you hear me?
Okay.
I found this
Even
article and this is what it says. So you need to tell them. I'm like, damn. But
and
we're
I just put out
also,
this video.
yeah, from where we were supposed to be on an education scale or a
Mhm.
intelligence scale, we're seeing the people going to go do the work. People like all
Mhm.
of y'all who show up to our lives and support our
Yes.
videos every day. We see y'all doing the work. We see y'all in the
Yes.
comment section every day,
Mhm.
and we love y'all down. Y'all are the result. Y'all views in interacting and engagement is the result of why we see traditional media shifting right now. They getting a little Anna Kasparian. She got some people out left and right, girl. That little white girl.
She is. She be going in.
She fucking around with them.
She
Don't
be
fuck
so mad. She be so
with that
mad and be killing me, but
bitch.
she
Just shut
own
the
it.
fuck
She
up
own
and
it.
let me finish my thought. I like that. Do it again. You tell her.
I'm dead.
Tell her to shut the fuck up. So she's running her mouth.
Okay. And just to piggyback off of you, I also feel like it also has raised the level of consciousness
It raised the
to,
bar.
like, it literally, like, 2020 made us study it.
Mhm.
They thought, here's the thing, the government thought that 2020 they were going to go put us in a pandemic and we were going to be
Mhm.
dumb and be stupid. But no, we did totally the opposite. We started doing TikTok videos, but then we're like, hold on, shit, wait a minute. Did you say Pfizer is killing people? Did you Moderna have vaccine? Wait a minute.
Yup. And we started talking to one another.
And the thing was, we started breaking down the conspiracy theories at first. That's how we started. Like, let's break down the conspiracy theories. And that's when like Pizzagate was happening and all this bullshit.
Ooh. Listen. These are, I mean, the worst thing they could have did was give us the goddamn internet and us be stuck at home and get tired of doing dances and shit. Now we having, you know, cookouts and shit on live and discussing our conspiracy theories and comparing.
Okay.
They did not expect us to compare notes. Blocks Houston in the chat said, no one wants to watch regular media anymore. That's why you guys are so important. I agree. That's why I reached out to Boona and was like, look, let's make it happen.
We got to do something.
We got to do something. We got to combine forces.
Listen, we got to feed the children all the way to the balcony seats.
They need the tea. They need that tea. Okay? Because you see what the World Health Organization is doing right now. They lying straight to our faces and acting like we don't recognize patterns. We don't recognize the way that things were handled during COVID, and that there is a parallel to how y'all are handling hantavirus. That is why we exist today, to tell y'all the real tea.
Okay.
Community is the solution to this all. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Adia Khalil is asking, what do we think about the new virus? Well, we think that y'all need to wash your ass, clean your hands, stay 10 feet away from my fucking ass, and
wear your mask.
Yes, wear a mask, wear gloves, like keep hand sanitizer around you, like, because it's people not washing their ass, it's people not wiping correctly and then not washing their hands or walking. So, I mean, right now it's rodent to person, but now it's person to person because the Andes virus, again, the hantavirus can turn into the Andes virus if you are in the same communal space as somebody else, breathing in their face, making out with them. So, girl, if you're single, this is a good time for you to stay single. Like,
go ahead and stay celibate, sister.
Okay.
It ain't worth it. Before, all we had to worry about was the possibility of getting AIDS. Now we got hantavirus, AIDS, and all the other STDs. And they said it's a new one that's out there, a new STI.
There's a new sexually transmitted ringworm. I don't know if you heard about that one.
That's the one that I heard of. The one that comes with ringworm. I was like, y'all just out here just being so dirty, y'all creating new strains of STIs. God damn, sex is not that good. It's not that good.
That's what happens when you don't take a shower. Like that girl. Girl, you take a shower. You know what? You know what?
Winnie Chung said she been celibate 10 years. God damn. I'm sorry, that was inappropriate. I shouldn't have told him what your name was either. I just realized. I'm so sorry, sister. I'm proud of you. I'm only 3 years in. I'm proud of you. I'm real proud of you. Gustavo is proud of you. Okay? But God damn.
We all are, because listen, it ain't easy to be like that.
Pimping is not easy. Okay.
When you look this good.
Okay. It ain't easy.
It's not easy.
Because I've only been celibate 3 years and I'm still
flinching. I'm easy.
I'm angry as hell at men all the time. I'm angry.
But I need a man. But I just need one for 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes. Do me right. Do me a good old solid.
I can't risk it. I can't risk it. I could buy the fucking brick wall at this point, but I can't risk it. I can't.
Nadia said, I mean, do you think it will get worse than COVID-19?
Yeah.
Well, right now we see the result of it. Like, it's speeding up way faster. There's cases all over the place. Like I said, there's already cases that they're being monitored in Arizona, Georgia, Maryland, Nebraska, New Jersey, Texas, Virginia. So yes, it's gonna get worse. Just make sure you wash your ass.
Wash your ass, wash your hands. Take the same COVID precautions that we were taking before, but be a little bit more extreme. You know what I mean? Especially if you know for a fact that you do not want to take the vaccine, make sure that you do everything in your power to prevent spreading any kind of illnesses. Because I genuinely feel like a lot of people, even though I've admitted to going out there, I did not get COVID from going outside. I got COVID because my mom was a doctor and brought it home. Okay.
Mm.
When I was going outside, I had my gloves and I was following
Mhm.
protocols to a T. I just wanted to go and shake my ass in Jamaica. Okay. It was
Same.
a very scary time. Like, it was, and if I'm going down, I'm a bitch. I'm not going before I
That's
get rubbed the fuck down on Dunn's River. Okay. I'm not going
you ain't
first.
wrong. You
I
ain't
got
wrong.
I got to get my carry my baby, found myself a butler and a nanny on
Man,
on the resort. Okay, she had a
not
butler
on
and
the
a
resort.
nanny. Mama got to get her groove back. You hear me?
Girl, you went to vacation. Okay, not just
Listen, I
vacation.
had to shake my
Vacation.
ass on the Jamaican beach.
And I ain't
I had
mad. Stella got her groove back apparently.
to. I sure did. It was a good time. It was a
I ain't
real good
mad. I
time.
ain't mad.
Brandy said she was outside during COVID and didn't get it at all and still ain't had it, period. I don't know what kind of super strain my mama brought home, but she child. But again, the doctors and nurses, before we go, because we got a few more minutes before it's time to wrap this thing.
Mhm.
Look, we did it, y'all. We did our first 2 hour live. Hey, oh, we real big now. Oh, well, I'm
We
on
big strong.
TV.
Damn.
Before we go, y'all gotta check Revelations. These fuckers have a script they're following. Yeah, we know. They definitely doing that. Damn, I done lost my train of thought. Shit. I'm gonna remember it in just a second. I'm gonna remember it. But yeah, before we go, we wanted to I forget. Buddha help me. They on the front line. Oh, the nurses. That's what I'm sorry. I'm talking so much. The nurses and the doctors. You remember they okay. I'm sorry. I'm gonna put it all together. Okay, the
Mhm.
thoughts they connecting. Here we go. You
Connect.
ready?
Doo-doo-doo.
You know how we said the World Health Organization and the CDC. Well, the CDC they got defunded, right? Remember when they
Mhm.
said that nurses and doctors or nurses was no longer considered a profession,
A
right? Hold
profession.
on.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
They was
Mhm,
going
mhm, mhm.
to Board of Education was going to be funded
Mhm,
through FAFSA.
mhm,
How do you think that
mhm.
is going to be impacting the general population as hantavirus continues to? There we go. I got it out, y'all. See, I told you I was touching my sister.
I love that question. You know why? Because there has been a fucking decline in nurses. Like people are walking out. Like they,
For real?
yeah, yeah, because they say that it's too much. I heard that like nurses have been walking out because they're being overworked. So
Yes.
I don't know. I think that there's going to be some kind of gap there because there is a shortage, I believe, in the nursing industry. I'm not
There
quite
already
sure, but
is.
I think there is this gap that is happening that has widened, and I believe since COVID, because I
Yeah.
believe since after that, I think there has been a decline in nursing. So now that nursing is not considered a profession now, I don't think people are going to look into being a nurse because they're not they're going to be like, well, first of all, they're going to overwork me. I got to be during
Yes.
this pandemic. And then on top of that, like, I'm not getting the freedom that I'm supposed to get. Yes, it's going to affect the pandemic if we get one because ain't going
It's
to be no
gonna be
nurses.
bad. Listen, the job of that nurses and doctors have to go through outside of the pandemic is hard enough. They already were
Yes.
being overworked. They already.
Yes.
So seeing when I think back to how things went, even with us laughing about how I was outside shaking my ass in the middle of COVID, there was so many of us that just did not listen to these medical
Yes.
professionals, and for them to then it feels intentional that y'all made these
Yeah.
nurses and nursing degrees have a loan cap and that they're no longer considered a professional degree, but in fact they've been
Mhm.
trained, not an actual degree, but like a trade.
Mm.
So there's a cap on it. So less
Right.
medical professionals are coming into the field, and then that increases the chances of people scamming their licenses
Mhm.
as well. So despite the nurses that
Yes.
have the training leaving,
Mhm.
that leaves room for more people getting sick because we go have more
Mhm.
scammers, and we just did not
Yep.
appreciate them the way that we should have the first time around.
Correct. I agree.
They saved all our
I agree.
lives just to be considered no longer a professional degree.
That's crazy too. That is crazy because they were on the front lines for sure,
They
100%.
were.
And just to piggyback off of what you said, I think this opens room for also to bring down their pay. So now you're not considered a professional degree, now you're a trade. So now we're going to bring you down to what a trade is supposed to get paid. And so
Mhm.
that also is going to create a gap in the nursing industry because we got to look at that factor too. People are suffering because they can't afford it. I've seen we got a hospital here that's about to close because they're in debt. So I can't
Mhm.
even imagine any other hospital across the nation, especially in those areas where the funding is not there for their own towns and cities. So they're like trying to make something happen, rob Peter from Paul to, rob Peter to
Mhm.
pay Paul. And so it's kind of like that situation. So I don't know. It's going to be a domino effect and it's going to be bad. It's going to be really bad.
And Diana Wallace from the comments, she said, the audience, she said, many of them, I agree with this one, many of them lost their lives protecting us and giving comfort to those in their last days. Majority of the tear jerking videos throughout the pandemic, the first time, was them finding all these ways around the death. They were
Mhm.
doing all types of, I mean, they had people lining up at the windows so that they could spend time with their loved ones who were on ventilators or just before they got on
Yes.
ventilators. They were
Mhm.
going out of their way. They were literally risk. I agree, Diana. Thank you so much for bringing that up because they were risking their lives. Like my mother, she got COVID twice and developed bronchitis from it. Only
Mm.
for the women in my entire family, they're full of nurses and doctors, and they were out there on the front lines. I was the one watching the
Wow.
kids because they had to take they had to go travel from Arizona to California, then travel from Arizona to
That's
Pennsylvania.
crazy.
Wherever they were needed, they were traveling to help take care of everybody, only to be shot in the ass after that. And
Yes.
told, literally kicked in the ass with a boot and shot in the ass right after that.
Mhm.
And so you're no longer considered a
Yep.
professional degree. You're now a trade. You put them on the same level as a cable man, cable technician, someone who does the pipes and shit,
Mhm.
a cosmetologist. You put them on the set nurses that have lives in their hands. You put them on the same level as all of them.
Yes, I agree. Because that's crazy for you to knock down that degree, that professional degree into a trade, and sometimes when I heard that, I was like, I had to take a step back too, because I was like, are they trying to target women of color?
They were, yep.
Like nurses of color, like black nurses, brown
Mhm,
nurses, like what are you doing? Because that's who you really see, like that's the face. Is you see
mhm.
a person that is not white in front of you taking your vitals and making sure that you're okay. So
I
it
was a
kind
big
of like,
technician.
and I said I had to really think about that because I know that there has been a boom with even black nurses coming into because remember, for real, doctors, white doctors and white nurses don't really care about black and brown folks,
Yeah,
especially black women. Like they will make a black woman suffer. We saw that recently in videos last year of
yeah,
black women having babies and they were not being treated. So again, I think that this is also blocking the black community from growing and expanding with
yeah.
this profession now being set at it as a trade. And that's not fair. Again, you're docking these people from their pay because now you can control. It's not a profession, it's a trade. Now, it's a mess. It's a mess in the medical profession right now, I think.
And they're saying, I agree. They're saying a lot of them have master's degrees. So what does that mean for those nurses? Well, that means that they are now able to
Mm,
discriminate without giving you an explanation, especially if you're black. Like it'll be it was already hard as a black woman to not only be able to prove her value by doing 10 times the amount of
mm,
work as her colleagues, her Caucasian colleagues, but now she has to do 100 times more work to even find a
yes.
place that is willing to take her and to then
Yes.
take her seriously while she's on the job and to pay her equally. So it set them
Mhm.
all the way back to go. Like we're literally set so far freaking back. We're set back like decades in one
Yes.
move. Here's what I think though. This is not going to go over well
Mm-mm.
because you can't be dirty and racist when it comes to the medical field. You can't be a dirtball and
That
racist.
part.
You can't harbor all the money and dirty as fuck and racist. And then what? Your entire crew, y'all are the smallest subgroup of medical
Mhm.
professionals. You can't, baby, you got to pick a struggle and stick to it.
That's
Because
it.
at some point, you're going to need us. The same way you needed us for those ambulances, the
Yes.
same way you needed us for the EKG machine, and the CAT scan, and the PET scans. When
Sure
y'all
did.
needed those inventions created and those doing brain surgery, Dr. Ben Carson, when y'all needed us, you had no other choice but to shut the fuck up. When you needed the very first open heart surgery, you that was created by Black people.
Or the blood bank.
Exactly.
The blood bank during World War II, when y'all needed all that blood.
Henrietta Lacks, when you needed us for the vaccines. Where was it found? In the blood cells of a Black woman. It always comes down to life or death. And at the end of the day, you cannot be racist and holding on to all the money.
Yes.
You got to pick a struggle, baby, and stick to it, because your entire crew, they don't like the work. They not digging into that creativity, and they the first motherfuckers to jump ship just as soon as shit gets striking. Okay?
Exactly. Yep.
But then Black nurses and doctors, they gonna stand 10 toes deep.
Yes.
And they gonna ride this motherfucker out to the end, even if it cost them their life in the end. They stand firmly by that oath that it took, regardless as to how much you get to shake in their pay and shaking the table about their job. They gonna stand firmly on that.
Absolutely.
So the ones
and
who
do a great work and do a great job at what they're doing.
Okay.
That's the thing that I have had different nurses, and I just see the different care.
This is difference.
And the attention to detail. And it's not to knock the nurse, it's just the attention to detail. There's a motherly love instinct, this caring instinct that just comes naturally. And when that comes naturally, like, you just gotta like hone in on that and appreciate that, but it's not being appreciated. And like you said, when you need me the most, I'm gonna be giving back to my people, and y'all gonna be sitting up in the air to dry by yourselves, looking like
it always came down to that. Even during the Civil War and the Revolutionary War, they was barely hanging in there. And again, you needed the Black people to get on the field and to help y'all out in the field. You needed the Black nurses to get in that tent and to ensure that y'all soldiers were either able to make it out in the field, make tinctures and medicines to stop any kind of diseases that were spreading. You needed us. You calling us all types of demonic witches right now, but them same ancestral medicines that come from herbs are something that has saved y'all asses every single time. You will regret this shit, like you always do. Now that came from the gut, because my family is in the medical field, okay? And I've had a front row seat, not just during COVID, but my entire life, is to how much they have dedicated their entire lives to taking care of everybody else. They can't even so much as listen when they ask y'all to put a fucking mask on. You want to argue, you want to fight, and they gotta sacrifice their life. They gotta miss little Johnny basketball game because you didn't want to put a fucking mask on, and then come back after 4 years, find the fuck out that y'all niggas was hating so bad. Their recognition that you no longer consider them a professional, despite them saving your lives for years. That shit wasn't months, that was years. They dedicated years of service.
And that's crazy work. That is the most, that's crazy. That's just crazy work to me. And I think that that's just evil. That is fucking evil. Period, point blank. What they do to teachers and what they do to nurses is just fucking plain evil. Like, I don't get it. I don't get how our educational system is being fucked up. Not only just our medical system, but all this shit is just crumbling down and it's just fucked up. And I'm over it. And we just need to start over. We need a reset. And it's happening.
It's happening slow. It has to burn down, and it's going to be ugly before it gets any better. I can tell you that. It's going to be ugly, and it's going to be a bumpy ride, okay? We didn't know when the shit was going to end the last term that he was in office. But everything that he did, we were able to reverse, and we were able to learn. Well, I thought we was able to learn from it, but we were at the very least able to recover as a country, and we were on a good trajectory. The only thing is that this is where we are. So if you're a doctor or a nurse, or you know a doctor or nurse or a teacher, make sure you give them a little extra love. Because remember, they're going through every single thing that you are also going through while keeping your granny, your mother, your child alive. And they're sacrificing their lives Remember,
Yes.
COVID has not fully been diminished.
Mm-mm.
Okay, they're sacrificing their lives every single day, only
Yep.
to get what? A fuck you and a 10% off at Dunkin' Donuts every Friday.
Girl, stop it. Stop it. You better preach.
Show them some love. Show them some love. And make sure you tell them how much you appreciate them, because they're
Yes.
sacrificing themselves, even while the threat of their ability to be able to live like the
Mhm.
rest of us, or you know what I mean, take care of themselves, and their
Yep.
livelihood is under threat right now. And you
Yes.
have
Yes.
no other choice but to tell them how much you love them.
Mhm. I agree 100%. You said that. You done preach. Girl, is it Sunday? Is it
Oh,
Sunday?
listen, we had to have
Honey,
that.
pass around the bucket. Pass around the
We
bucket.
had to, because wait, she said my cannabis dispensary is giving nurse discounts. LOL. Oh, we love it.
Oh my
Take care of the
God.
nurses and the teachers, please. If you are a
Yes.
Rolf, if you are a cannabis dispensary, please make that discount.
Yes.
Give
agree.
them the teachers and the
I
healthcare
agree.
workers need that. Okay, after dealing with our badass tablet kids.
Yes.
They got to
Roll a
deal with our
fat one
badass
up.
iPad kids, okay, all day.
Roll a fat one up and just smoke.
Okay,
Girl,
they
'cause-
listen. The school district ain't got to know nothing about Nathan. Just let them know. We got a educators discount. Okay, we got an educators and a healthcare heroes discount, 30% off.
I'm just, she
on
said
now.
30% off. I know that's
30%
right.
off.
Because girl, it's crazy. Yeah, we need to definitely look out for our nurses, our teachers, and also our TSA workers. Because they're
Yeah,
going through it right now. And it's a damn shame that
They
this
still
government is
struggling.
treating them like shit. Especially like they treated them last year with them fake ass $10,000 checks. And then now they're doing this
Yes.
to them again. Like, this is just a slap in the face to everyone that is an essential worker, I believe. Like, that has an essential job. You're putting a slap to the face to the everyday American person. And that's fucked up.
And the social, I heard Jamila said the social workers as well. I love that. And she also said that she gives healthcare workers and teachers discounts at her massage office. Yes, Jamila.
Yes.
Yeah, we
I
love
like
it.
that.
Listen, it's up to the community now more than ever for us to take care of one another.
Mhm.
And that's going to look like being more reliant on each other. We know what they're
Yes.
attempting to do, like force us into these little boxes where we
Mhm,
only
mhm.
are able to travel within 15 minutes.
Yep.
The only way that we can keep each other going and keep each other up is by taking care of each other. Even
Agreed.
if you have to give a little discount here and there, make that your good deed of the day. Okay, throw a
Yep.
little discount on there. Make her life a little easier. His, hers, make their life a little bit. They, them. Make
Yeah.
it easier. Okay.
Pay it forward. Pay it forward. a
Pay
little
it
bit
forward.
goes a
Thank
long
you.
way.
Pay it forward, because you never know who's
Mhm.
watching. God could be watching you, just waiting to bless you.
Yes.
And you done
And you know
blessed
what?
somebody.
And I think like it doesn't matter the amount too. Like, you, as long as you got that person, you're bringing a cup of coffee. Hey girl, here you go. Thank you for being such a great nurse. Thank you for being such a great teacher, TSA worker. I think a little bit goes a long way, and that's what builds community, and that's what keeps a person encouraged. Because
Mhm.
it's not only just receiving a gift, it's getting encouragement. It's feeling
They
like
have
somebody
lifted.
seeing you. Yeah, like somebody seeing you, the hard work that you're doing, and that it's not
Oh,
for granted, and it's not done for no reason, that people do see your hard effort, and that
mhm.
fuck the government. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we all in
We're
this
gonna ride
together.
this thing out.
You know what I'm saying? We're all in this together.
Yes,
That's
we
what
all we
music
got,
is.
baby. We are all we got.
You know what I'm
And
saying?
not for nothing, be better than the government. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
be better. You see what they're doing to the black voters in the districts.
Yep.
It don't take much to just be better. Go the extra mile, go the extra step. Fight a little
Mhm.
harder for the things that are happening right now. Fight a little
Yes.
harder for the nurses and the doctors and the teachers. Don't relinquish pressure. Keep your foot, your boot, that big ass Tim
Mhm.
on their
Yes.
necks. Keep
Yes.
going, because I promise you, the quicker we all decide to work together and unify, the better off things will be.
Mhm.
Okay, we
Agreed.
cannot do it alone, and we can't all just be out here talking about, oh, F the government. Y'all
Yes.
gotta help. Y'all gotta help. We appreciate all y'all donations that you've been sending. Oops, sorry, go ahead.
And I also wanted to add, like, It doesn't take for you to try to take on the whole world. Start in your neighborhood, start with your family, educate your neighborhood, bring community within that, because that is going to trickle and is going to create a ripple effect with other communities, and other people are going to start seeing that like, oh, we need to come together. Let's get together. And it's going
Yep.
to build stronger and stronger. So don't try to take the whole world to yourselves and
Yep.
try to be like, okay, let me do it. And no, start with your family, start small, and then build on that, and then bring other families together. I'm telling you, you onto something. You onto something,
Yes.
Mr. Guy, because it's true. It's true.
Grow gardens. If you got chickens and stuff like that, you know, it don't take much to just drop off a basket of goodies. Let
Okay.
your neighbors know that they appreciate it. You know, she worked long hours and she's a doctor. Drop off some muffins, some goodies. Just do what you can. It don't
Yes.
take much. It's just pay it forward and
Mhm.
remember what they've gotten us as a country through. Because right now
Yes.
we cannot depend on our government, which means we have to take the lead.
Agreed.
We have to
Mhm.
we have to start acting as if we are in that position, in that role, and we need to take care of one another because we are quite literally all we got, baby. This it.
Man,
The rest of the world, they sick of our shit.
girl,
They sick of us.
they hate
Okay,
us.
we all
They
we
hate
got.
us down. They hate us down. They hate us down, girl.
Real bad.
It's bad.
It's the real bad. They hate us. And I don't blame them. I don't
Me
blame them.
either.
I don't blame
I
them.
would hate me
You know what I
too.
mean?
I would
They
me
hate us
too.
real bad. So we all we got. This is all we got.
Yeah.
So you gotta take care of them, okay?
Mhm. We do.
All right, y'all. We've been here 2 hours and 18 minutes. That is a new record, and on our second episode.
Episode 2.
Episode 2. I'm looking forward for the third
Me too.
episode that will be airing next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, same
I gotta
time.
get the applause.
You do gotta get a
At
round
the
of
exact same time. I do see your relief fund, Alyssa, but I will tell you, just from the audience, she was saying that have a GoFundMe or crowdfund for teachers. I will tell you that has been attempted, and that could cause some people to lose their job. Superintendents, they do that shit on purpose. They don't allow them to accept certain donations outside of approval, district approval, because it became seen as, you know what, the lady off of, what was that show? And she did the college scandal, and she was paying
yeah.
off of Full House, the lady off of Rebecca off of Full House. That's why they don't allow crowdfunding outside of district approval, because it's looked down on. You can't do that because they will consider it as like gifts for your child to get a seat, things like that. It's just a conflict of interest. So that's a great idea, but you'd have to buy the stuff and just drop it off at the school. Honestly,
it's a lot of rules and regulations too when it comes to that. But
and it's county by county, not even state by state regulations. County by county. So you have to abide by whatever county. I would say just host a school drive. Come together, do a community garage sale, and host a school drive for your school. That would help you get around those regulations. We can creatively like that. But anything else you wanted to say, Buna?
I don't got nothing else to say. I say this has been great. Like, we have spilled some tea. We have covered the hantavirus, gerrymandering, all the way to like washing your ass and making sure that you good. We cover everything, baby, mind, body, and soul, and we just want to keep it like that. That's why we're called the Divine Gossip, because we're heavily, but we're gonna chit chat and still talk that shit.
But we don't really gossip like that. You understand? You ain't hearing from us. But because if you say you heard it from us, we're gonna call you a black ass liar.
You lying.
You are lying. Why don't you lie on me like that? But we would like to seriously thank every single last one of y'all for showing up today, y'all. Y'all showed out. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you tell your friends, your mamas, your daddies, your cousins, your cousins, baby daddy Tracy, that we're gonna be live next Wednesday, and we're gonna be cutting up, and we're gonna be having a real good time. So make sure you show up next Wednesday at the same exact time, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. Central Time.
Period. 4 p.m. on the East Coast, on the West Coast, and 3 p.m. Mountain Time. Come back, because we got to cover all time zones. But
all bases, okay? Make sure y'all share the clips, and don't be afraid to, even if you already seen us live, to come back and just, you know, if you have some thoughts, put it in the comment section, whether you're on YouTube, whether you're on Substack, whether you're on Instagram, or you're on Patreon, wherever you see the content for the Divine Gossip Podcast, make sure you drop in, engage with us a little bit, because we love to answer questions, okay?
You got it. And yes, we will be posting. I will be posting this live on my YouTube so you guys can rewatch it, reshare it, splice it. I mean, share it with your friends if you guys want to kiki. But just
Mhm.
remember, we come back every Wednesday, 5 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. on the East Coast, 4 p.m. on the West Coast. And just know it just gets litty like a titty all over the goddamn world.
Yes, Brandy says she came in late, so she got to rewatch. You better rewatch it, girl. You better.
Okay.
We
Okay.
love a good rewind. Okay. Okay. Anything else, Buna? Before we go?
I don't have anything else right now. I'm gonna stay on with my YouTube family real quick. We're gonna get off,
Okay,
and then that's it. That's all I
okay,
got.
YouTube fam. All right. Well, I'm gonna go because I gotta go, mom, and I gotta go make my baby something to eat. Okay. With
All
that being
right.
said, thank y'all so much. Don't drink and drive. Don't do drugs. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. Okay. Get out
Peace
of
out.
the house.
Bye now.
Bye.